Let's get did it. Let's get it one way or another. The name is Law Nation. And there's the room fill up. Be sure to hit the like, share this content, let friends, let neighbors know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Come on. Oh my goodness. 2-2 Cowboys. We're heading into this week 5, right? Week 5. Got to keep it live, baby. Mama said there'll be days just like this. Come on. Yup. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. But what about a Law Nation's groove? Come on, baby. If we don't wake up and get up, oh my goodness, it's going to be a long, long season. Come on, stand tall or not at all. Be sure to hit the like, share this content, let friends, neighbors know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. That's including the ice wall, baby. Yup. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on, baby. Give me a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Give me a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Come on with it. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Appreciate everybody for tuning in to these type of episodes. So, with that being said, feelings, emotions, limitations. The Cowboys must fix these things out. And relying on someone else to win or lose is not the case nor the scenario. We are 2-2 right now. According to the conference loss to win to loss ratio, we are second place in this division, right? And it's one of those things whereas the Cowboys, we can say to ourselves, and let me see if I can pull this up, and I think I got it somewhere right here. Yeah, we can say to ourselves. Time for thinking ahead. We can say right here, wake up everybody, no more sleeping in the bed, right? Right. So the Cowboys are 2-2, Eagles 2-2. Of course, the Giants are 1-3, and then we have the information here that the Commanders are 3-1. So the Cowboys, they must figure out a way to get beyond their limitations, their feelings. And Law, why you keep saying that? Well, you're going to be without D-Law for about 4 or 5 weeks or more. Right? So you got to put him on injury reserve. You got to find another player that can slide in. Now, granted, we can talk about the Carl Lawsons of the world. We can talk about the Chauncey Golstons. We can literally talk about MK, Marshawn Nealon. But that will not be enough to survive if you're really looking into what we got to face against the Steelers. And then against the Lions, we get a mini bye week. Well, we get a bye week, and then we got to face the doggone 49ers. So now you got to figure out, okay, you are in this spot, 2-2. One can argue that the Eagles did anything and everything in their power to get better during the offseason, right? And we can talk about injuries with them. We can talk about injuries with this and that. We can argue that the Giants, they did a lot of things to improve their team, although they are 1-3. We can extremely talk about what is going on with the Commanders, who are right now top of the division at 3-1 after these first 4 weeks. But we got to say this, though. No one, the season is not over with in September, but you can take that momentum piece and push that for October and beyond, right? So those are things that we have to understand. On top of that, just so you guys have a parade for Commanders, right? They lost to the Bucks, right? One can argue that the score was similar to what the Eagles did almost, against the Bucks. And I'm not trying to say that the Washington team is trash or anything. They beat the Giants. Who else they beat? They beat the Cincinnati Bengals, right? Who pretty much just won this past weekend. And, of course, they beat the Arizona Cardinals. And I think the Cardinals were 1-2 or something like that when they faced them. So it's one of those things whereas, yeah, they may be leading right now. But keep in mind they have last place schedule. And I'm not taking away their shine because it's all about getting into rhythm and momentum. And as of now, the Washington team have a little bit of that. But we got to keep in mind that the season is a long one, and how the Cowboys can get out of their feelings and get out of their emotions and stick to business will be seeing where they depleted at and bringing forth things that they know for sure that can help this team out. And that is by the name of a guy named Amari Cooper. I've seen a report here from the Browns. Bear with me while I read this, and I appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. Shout out to you, Sadiq. Shout out to you, Verdi. Shout out to you, Byron Brown. And also shout out to you, Ill Machine. Appreciate you. The Cowboys, former Cowboy wide receiver, the Browns, right? Amari Cooper, converted all but $1.21 million of wide receiver money, Amari Cooper in 2024, into signing bonus, making him extremely affordable trade candidate. Extremely affordable trade candidate now of $941,000. The deadline is $605,000. So he's not really making a lot of money at all. And it would be too much like right or too much like common sense for the Cowboys to make this deal. Why, Law? Because our offense is to be damned, right? We don't seem as if, though, and I know it's only been 4 games, but there's no outside threat. There's only one threat, and that is CeeDee Lamb, who he lines up inside the slot. On top of that, when you look at when Jake Ferguson, he's a little tender a little bit, right? He's trying to fight back because he had that knee thing, right? Sprained knee. So those are our 2 weapons. I know a lot of people like Jalen Tolbert. I know a lot of people like the potential side of Jalen Brooks. But if you're trying to win now, would be the time to pull the trigger. $941,000, man. We can find some of that money in the couch somewhere, right? Come on with it. We can find some of that money, man. I don't have $940,000, but we can find it. Ain't this right, Eric, Leon, Posey? Appreciate you, Sadiq. We can find some of that money because we are sitting on close to $30 million available to spend. So that is a very affordable piece right there. And guess who looking at them? Super Bowl champs, Pat Mahomes. Yeah, the Kansas City Chiefs are looking at Amari Cooper, or allegedly, they're looking at Amari Cooper. And what can happen here is the rich get wealthier, or the wealthier get wealthier, however to say it, and the rich get richer. Yeah, that's the saying. Halle, appreciate you. After last night, that 28-25 loss to Baltimore, don't feel too bad now, does it? Right. Ooh.
What more do you want from me?
The Cowboys, so many people say, well, Law, the Cowboys got an immense amount of talent. They got talent everywhere. Oh, my goodness, man. we don't even try if we good, right? We don't even try. Look, all of those other teams that we faced this offseason, they tried to get better. The Cowboys didn't even try. The Cowboys didn't even try to get better and improve. Right? We was toiling over Trey Lance. Shout out to Trigger Trey. We was toiling over, hey, can Trey Lance be a helper for us, right? What do we got out of him? And I know it sounds like a broken record, but that's just what it is. We didn't even try to go improve this defense. Other teams did. We brought in Eric Kendricks, who I really like. But the other teams did. The Baltimore tried everything and anything in their power to get better during this offseason. They did. They tried everything in their will to get better. They had the, for sure, MVP. Didn't they have the guy that won the MVP? Right? Didn't they have the guy that won the MVP last year on their team? And what did they do? They added more and more pieces, more and more weapons around him. So,
with the comparison tweet. All three Cowboy running backs through week 4, 65 carries, 235 rush yards, 3.9 a carry, 1 rushing touchdown. Derrick Henry through week 4, 80 carries, 15 more than all the Cowboy backs, 480 rushing yards compared to 235, 6 a carry compared to 3.9,
right,
and 5 rushing touchdowns. So, again, my big problem, we may have to take 2 running back losses on this show with Saquon and Derrick Henry. My problem with the Derrick Henry thing was not checking.
Yeah.
So, they did everything in their will and power. Why do he need help and the Cowboys don't? But Law, it's the offensive line. It's the offensive line. It's the scheme that's a problem. Our offensive line, present day, is still better than what the Tennessee Titans had all of last year. And that same guy that ran behind that particular offensive line had 12 touchdowns, north of 100 and 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? He had 1,100 some yards. Didn't even pick up the phone. Now, that's water on the bridge. They're 2-2. Shout out to the Ravens. Well, we had that back against the wall, didn't we, compared to what the Bills was able to do. On top of that, ladies and gentlemen, the Eagles, they tried. They went and got Saquon Barkley, right, to help their quarterback. There's a lot of people that was arguing that saying that Jalen Hurts is better than Dak. Well, he don't look better than Dak now. Phillips King says fire Zim. As it reports to Rex Ryan, Zim wasn't even their first choice. Zim wasn't even their first choice. It was him, but they couldn't come up with the money. They couldn't come up with the dollars. Okay, all right. I got some news here. It's not breaking, but it's some news. And my guy, he loves to do this with this. Of course, this is news dealing with what? Michelle Obama scared the hell out of me right there, boy. Michelle, you all right? She was stressed out. It states here, Ian Rappaport said the Jet situation with Hassan Reddick still has no resolution, and some wondered if the New York Jets could trade him back to the Eagles, right? Turns out that per NFL rule is not possible. It's not possible. Teams can't trade a player, then reacquire him via trade until 2 years elapse. Reddick won't head back to Philly. Wow. And my guy right here, he always Hey, he always messes around with the Eagles, baby. Hey, oh my gosh. Here's why that's not possible. I think Dwayne Thomas, he was traded to the Patriots, stayed there for like a day or so or a game, and then realized that the Patriots didn't work for him and got back here. Y'all let me know of their storyline. And yes, R.I.P. to Dikembe Mutombo, one of the best blockers in all of basketball, and a lot of people champion him as the block king around here. And shout out to Dikembe Mutombo, with the finger wave, and R.I.P. to those things that Dikembe was able to bring and able to do for not just the world of basketball, but for his country and beyond. So salute to Dikembe Mutombo. I always liked his skill set and his game, and may he rest in peace. One of the greatest things that I ever seen was him having that conversation with Michael Jordan, right? And he says Michael Jordan would never dunk on me, and Michael Jordan, the very next play or the very next series, just dunked all over Dikembe Mutombo. Yeah. So R.I.P. to him and all of his legacy and what he brought to the table. R.I.P. to him, and all of the people that he represent with the finger wave. He was a phenomenal player, by the way. So sick of cancer. Yeah. R.I.P. Put block or something in the chat, for to represent my guy Dikembe Mutombo, who said that these
Mike,
things.
Come on, man. Be for real, you haven't got me yet.
Huh?
Mike,
Don't even try it.
You want me to go call Scotty?
You have to call Scotty.
Oh, boy.
What you gonna call Scotty for? I haven't got you recently. Yeah, I agree with
No,
that.
you haven't got me in the 6 years. 1, 2 guys just go ahead and say it. No. He said.
He said he'll never dunk on me. Yeah.
He never dunked on you.
Yeah.
He never put you on the highlight.
No. He said, I would love to give him my poster, but this
You would never dunk on me.
Oh, man. All right, we're going to cancel your green.
Boy, who gets Scotty?
Watch it right here. Watch. Yeah.
MJ.
Ah! And then he did it.
But he finally got his dunk on Mount.
Yeah, Mount Mutombo.
He never dunked on you. He never put you on the high.
Nowadays you can't do that. You can't wag your finger. There'll be 1,000 whistles, not flags, but whistles in the NBA. You can't even do that no more. You can't even do that no more. NBA gotten so soft, football gotten so soft. You can't even do that. But R.I.P. to him and salute to him, because I remember as a younger child we was looking at the Dikembe Mutombo block, blocker. Yeah. Yes, finger wag turbo, man. So Mount Mutombo was one of those guys, and R.I.P. to him. Yeah, Georgetown Hoya. Yeah, bring back Coop is one of the conversational lines that we all talking about. Is that the Cowboys? I get it. Petty stuff will keep you in the back of the line. Petty stuff will keep you out of the race. When you're talking about business, this is nothing personal. Sometimes you got to prioritize your business so that you can get ahead. That's just the bottom line. Live for today, not tomorrow. Yes, indeed. So, but you still got to plan ahead. And boy, we would love for the Cowboys to do those type of things. Ice Cold Cowboys said trade for Adams, and I'm thinking that's the Devontae Adams. No. What's his name? Deontay. Which one of those Adams? Yeah. Devontae Adams, right. For the Raiders, right? Devontae's his name or Deontay? D. Adams. He will help us out. But far as what's right in the wheelhouse of the Cowboys would be will be my guy Amari Cooper because it's cheaper. It's cheaper, and that will be right in the wheelhouse. And why we say that is because what is easier right now? What is easier right now for us to improve this offense or for us to improve this defense? What would be the easiest thing for us to do right now? Because the defense is going to take a minute. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a second. It's going to take some time to improve this defense. Can y'all put down in the chat where the Cowboys defense is ranked? Can y'all put down in the chat where this Cowboys defense is ranked? Can y'all put the number down? Is it 1? Is it 3? Is it 15? Is it 18? Yeah. Somebody still don't have this defense's number down. Offense, I like that. Man, go to the doctor, get your blood work, etc. We're not making it to the age of 60. We have people depending on us. This is Posey. Yeah. I see somebody with the correct answer. Yeah. I see somebody with the correct answer. There's only one correct answer down so far. Yeah. 27th. Okay. I see two correct answers. Oh, wow. Three. Big Simple. 422. He got it right as well. As of September the 30th, 2024, the Cowboys' defensive rank is 32nd in the National Football League. That's dead last, homie. And the offense is right at 22nd. These are not good things to rep. These are not good things to say out of 4 games that there are 31 other teams better than us that's doing this job. Not 15, not 10, not even 20. 31 other teams. Defenses better than the Cowboys.
What more do you want from me?
Somebody said, I was close, man. We ranked bad, baby. And you at the rock bottom. Now, I did the episode a couple of days ago talking about the point of no return, right? And the turning point. Now, I don't believe we are at the point of no return. I think that we can figure out things to get things going. But here's my only problem with this. Ladies and gentlemen, don't y'all know who is married to the running game? Don't y'all know who is married to the running game? I mean, the defense is married to the running game. I gave the answer away. I was about to say, don't y'all know who married to defense? It's the running game. Well, I gave y'all the answers already. Shout out to you, Trey. Trey Bikes, appreciate you for the $2 support. The running game is married to the defense. Why, Law? Because if you have the time of possession and you minimize quick 3 and outs, and it's called complementary football, you can at least improve that defensive number. So that's why it's so important for this team to fabricate something with the run game. I get it. People are going to stand on that hill with Rico and say, yeah, Rico should be the primary back. People are going to stand on that hill, even to a degree, with Deuce Vaughn, because they are saying to themselves, hey, Deuce Vaughn, we've seen what he was able to do in college. We've seen what he was able to do in preseason, but we are not able to see what he's doing in the regular season. Ezekiel Elliott is a volume back. Sometimes you may not have that spring that you're looking for, a back that can do it like what my guy Derrick Henry just did. But you can get pieces of the information, because when it's time for him to lower that head or he's trying to get 1 or 2 yards, he can at least punish the opposition. So the Cowboys need to figure out to have, because this tandem stuff not tandem may work, but this running back by committee is not working, ladies and gentlemen. We the bottom of the barrel with the running back situation, and we are at the bottom of the barrel with this defense. It's not going to improve unless you sit down and you go through the things that can help elevate you. You still need help at wide receiver too, by the way. That's why I'm telling you guys is that the Cowboys ultimately need to figure this out. Scott says bring up Cooks. Yeah. Ezekiel, Elliott, and Cooks would be the poor man versions of what we had in 2021. Ezekiel, Elliott, and Tony Pollard. They'll be the closest thing. And if we can get out of our feelings, right, you can start seeing that. Zombie states this: it's like our offense will have to play keep away the next few weeks to keep opposing offenses from scoring. We can't trade field goals. We can't trade for field goals. For touchdowns, and we will be losing. Yeah. You know, Mike Tomlin, he's a real good coach, and I'm rooting for him this weekend. They lost this weekend. Mike Tomlin is going to go back to principles, fundamentals, and they're back at home, and they're going to need to wipe that nasty taste out of their mouths, and they're going to be ready for the Cowboys. Nobody gears up and be ready to play the Cowboys like the opposing team. It's always their Super Bowl, outside of the Browns week 1, you know. But everybody else, the Saints came marching in and wore us out. It was like they done said that, hey, that team is unstoppable. They're going straight to New Orleans, which they already were. They was in Dallas, but they was going to have the parade in New Orleans because they're going straight to the Super Bowl. Who's old enough to remember, after the Saints beat us, they had a whole parade in Dallas. They partied, hand grenades and everything. Haven't won since then. But they beat Dallas. They beat Dallas. Yeah. The very next week, the Ravens was up 20-something to almost 3 or something like that on us. They were saying, let's continue the parade. And they took that momentum and won the next, few times. So we got to make sure that we're ready for this fight.
Conley Jones, $10. Like Mark Cuban said that Jerry Jones made the Cowboys his main business, not his toy. This is the reason the $30 million stays in the pot. It's other billionaires' hobby, like the Heinz, even Tepper.
I didn't look at it that way, Conley. That's why I love y'all. And I appreciate you for your support. There was a lot of valuable rubies in there. Oh, my goodness. Why you had to do that to me? These other owners, this is their hobby. They make billions and billions of dollars doing other things, right? But Jerry and son, they make billions doing this. Now, granted, they got the oil company that's doing great numbers. They do have that Bitcoin or what have you. You know how that goes with all of that, the stock exchange stuff. One day you're in, one day you're out. But, man, let's give some – look, Conley, that's why we sit on $27 million. If it was a hobby, man, it's monopoly money, man. We just throw that money at the wall and see what can really stick, Yeah. But this is your main meat and potatoes. And this is how you making the money. You got to use some of that money, and money is only good is when it's in circulation, right? So, you got to be able to make this money flow for you, But if it's stagnant, then it's not going to do anything for you. Kathy Sanders says Mark Cuban is weird, but he's weird and wealthy, though. So, all right, so and just to be fair, let's pull up the Steelers. They have the 13th ranked offense. They have the 5th overall as it relates to what they can do out there on the field, the 20th special teams, and they have the 2nd ranked defense. Now, we can barely move the ball on the Giants, man. We can barely move the ball on the Giants. So we're going to have to figure out ways, man, to figure out ways on the road to move the ball on the 2nd ranked defense. We got to find ways. Trey, shout out to you for the $1 super chat. Pittman states, what was the point of getting Dalvin Cook if he won't play him? The math ain't mathing. The only thing that I can say is that they saving him for later. That's the only thing, man. They saving him for later. That's the only thing. Somebody says, Riggs. Thaddeus says homecoming for Mike McCarthy. Any team that Mike McCarthy formerly coached on and he coming back, I have reservations. He formerly coached with the Green Bay Packers. We haven't beaten them. He formerly coached somewhere with the Saints. We haven't beaten them. And to a degree, I think he was somewhere on the 49ers roster at one point of his career. And we haven't beaten them. So hopefully, man, by him coming to his hometown of Pittsburgh, that he won't fall into those traps of, hey, man, this is a game that he shaved. No, keep the beard, man. Mike McCarthy got a better winning record when he had the beard, by the way. Keep the beard, bro. Don't shave it all off and walk out there with the long coat and stuff to represent whoever. But come on. He grew up in Pittsburgh, though, so hopefully, man, he can work out for his best because we need this win. This is a must-win game for momentum's sake, and the Cowboys can't fall too far behind. And if we seen the Colts were able to move the ball on the Pittsburgh Steelers, I think that we should be able to as well. But the thing is, they have a decent running game situation. And they do have a decent wide receiver thing over there in the Coast Land, and they were able to propel themselves to stretch out and sneak a win in there. But it is what it is. Law, we win Sunday and beat the 49ers. We're going to have to phrase them stars in the building. I see you. I appreciate you. The Cowboys, in this particular way, we must figure it out regardless of the situation. And let me see what we got here. Hold on, bear with me. I think we had something right here on this article.
From our Hiley Mazda of Arlington and Hearst studios, this is Sean and RJ on 105.3 The Fan.
Now second and goal from the 2-yard line, far side hash moving left, right under the pirate ship.
Oh, they talking
from
about.
Our high
hash moving left.
What are you talking about?
Clearance, absolutely. It's much easier to do this from a position of power. When you win, you're in a position of power.
Top step.
Yep.
We're on the top step of the fight.
Well, the second step.
Pepe, take it away.
This team doesn't know how to lose.
This team is abysmal.
We get giving us some gold today with the callers. Look, and that's the thing is like the Phillies are in the playoffs. They have baseball action over there in Philadelphia. Red October is in action. I guess they're off. It's their bye week. But we start here last year for the poor play so far this season.
Brian in Middletown. Brian, good morning.
Okay.
Hey, look, I say that the extended preseason is now over. And look, I understand the passion and all of the criticism is legitimate. But can we get away from making, like, the career pronouncements regarding Jalen Hurts? You know, because he was without his top 2 receivers and his right tackle. I mean,
it's a tough spot. Obviously, you don't expect him to be. You don't expect him in that game to be as productive. I hear you, but he shouldn't be as bad as he was. And Brian, it has been a slide backwards. I mean, it just has been now. And I feel really confident. As I said the day after the Eagles lost to Tampa Bay, I feel really confident now, more confident that he definitely won't be their quarterback in 2 years. He's just not that good.
We'll see. Okay, I need to see him with all of his weapons. I mean, we've literally only seen him with one game with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley, and obviously.
But you understand. But Brian, you understand. Hold on, Brian. Hang on. You do understand the inherent advantage when he has those guys, right? Like, that's not.
Hey, man, at some point, man, I love this right here because that kind of sounded like us a little bit in 2022 without his weapons. Come on with it. Let's listen to more of this, man. At least misery love company, but this company over here, we okay.
This isn't the true mark of what he would be with average players because he's got some horrendous receivers. Dotson stinks, okay? But when he's got the star receivers, that's not the true mark of what he'd be with average players because A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are so remarkably above average.
Look, no quarterback is going to win a championship without having other quality players. I mean, so
that's true.
They call us good.
I miss Angelo.
Yeah, too much.
The advantage. But look, we do have.
That's the Phillies magic Marv. He do sound like you, Marv. He do sound like the Philly version. Keep listening.
Throw in the receivers missing.
Yeah, the receivers missing, Lane Johnson being out. You absolutely need to include that. That does not
Lane Johnson records.
What?
With Lane, 97, 59, and 1. That's 62% winning percentage. Without Lane, 14 and 24, 37%.
Wow. That explains yesterday.
6 sacks.
Or even the week before. That does not explain how 4 out of 5 years that Jalen Hurts has played, he's not been that good.
Man, look, I get it, man, because they said, hey, we supposed to win with Todd and Sucky. We supposed to win with Chuma Edoga. We supposed to win with Cam Irvin, Cam Fleming. We supposed to win when Tyron Smith goes down. We supposed to win. You know, no excuses. So I love it. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness, man. To pour upon us. We supposed to win with Noah Brown hands. We're supposed to win with T.Y. Hilton, who was 33 in the third, years of age, not the Freemason version, but we're supposed to win, right? Come on.
He's just not been a difference maker. Like, I think that's when he goes, all right, preseason's over, like the extended preseason, all right, are we counting when he goes, all right, preseason's over, like the extended preseason, all right, are we counting the extended preseason to include like pre-COVID too? Because that's Jalen Hurts. That's 4 out of 5 years, not a good player.
By the way, I do have to go back to the training camp interception debate that was had with Jalen not throwing a pick. So is the defense that bad? Was he that sharp? Or were they being that safe? Well, Jalen Hurts has been a turnover machine now for a little bit. So next time that comes up with training camp of someone throwing a ton or not throwing any, let's remember how it played out with Filthy.
He looks like a regular Mahomes out there, the way he's turning the ball over lately.
So a little disappointed there with that Philadelphia caller, giving Jalen Hurts a pass. I wanted all the trade ideas out there thrown. Who are we going to trade for Jalen Hurts? How many first-round picks can we get for Jalen Hurts? And now we get to the
their backup is Pickett.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett. Call for Kenny P.
Oh, man, I hope so.
When he goes, all right, preseason.
All right, man, that was good fun right there, man. Appreciate 105.3 The Fan for that snippet from the Phillies radio station. Let's do this. We're going to tune into this commercial break. On top of that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to open up the phone line so you guys can be prepared. And the hotline for your mind is brought to you by my bookie, 657-390-7391. Let's tune into that. All right, so this video is brought to you by my bookies. Bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. 100% match up to $1,000. That's that thou wow. You know what I mean? Plus $10 casino chips. Now, when you use promo code LawNation, we are also going to be able to double your earnings with that. So be sure and be mindful to use promo code LawNation. On top of that, loyalty pays really well over here. They got a loyalty program with my bookies, whereas the longer you in with us, the higher you grab your tiers. It's like this: the more you play, the more you win. So that's a win-win deal with my bookies. Keep in mind, when you're all around my bookies, just use promo code LawNation and we'll take real good care of you, because this is the most wonderful time of the year. Football season. Let's get it.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
No doubt, Jerry. Oh, that's Jason Garrett. Appreciate y'all so much for tuning in. Oh my goodness. You know, I got to say this before we get things going. I thought for sure that my guy had it somewhere real quickly where I could pull it up, but I got to go through his feed, because I've seen someone in the chat said the Cowboys can barely beat the Giants, and they talking, But the last I checked, I thought the Giants, can y'all pull up the last time the Eagles played the Giants? And y'all put their score down, because that's what I'm looking for. I would normally have it on the quick, but I can't find it, man, because my guy done posted so many things. There it is. Hey, Philly guy, that's in the chat. Yeah. We were waiting for y'all last night, but y'all didn't pull up, But, literally, the last time y'all played the Giants, and it was 10-27, by the way. So yeah, we get a chance to talk about our divisional situation, because the last time we see the Giants beat us, I think it was 2016. So hey, come on with it, man. We got all type of weapons for you, man. Oh my goodness, man. What happened to Philly the other day, man? Come on with it. We take care of business with our divisional foes. Come on with it. Eagles can never beat the Giants. 9-1-1. Y'all check on them Philly folks, man. From the VIP hotline for your mind, VIP. What's good with you, man? What happened to all of the Eagles yesterday, man? I had the phone lines open, man. We were ready to talk.
We was waiting for the E-girls, the E-I-G-A-G. Yeah, we was waiting for all of y'all, man.
We were waiting for them, man.
Lord, where they at, Lord?
I don't know where they at, though. Where they at, though?
They flooding the lines, Lord. They flooding the lines. They want to come in and talk about my quarterback. And woo, woo, woo.
Want you woo, woo, woo?
Yeah, he put the woo, woo, woo. Jalen Hurts turned the ball over, I think, 9 games in a row?
Yeah, 9 of them.
If this was our quarterback,
oh my God.
If my quarterback turned the ball over 9 games in a row, you would have the Slurpee King on here, everybody else up here on an uproar, the same way the Philly fans are going at it. It's comical to me.
It's extremely, man. And on top of that, we don't even have room to talk. But at least we can point out, hey, this is the reason why we didn't even try this offseason to go get some people, man. We brought in Eric Kendrick and the AARP plan, so we didn't really go out there and try to do anything. But, man, at least we got the same record, man, for right now, for what I can recall.
And that's what's so sad.
Yeah, that's the saddest part.
Because Jerry and them could go and bang on their chest and be like, see? This is why we don't sign nobody. Look, Philly go and sign somebody every offseason.
Yeah.
They make 2 or 3 major moves every offseason.
Yeah, true that to that, man. So what you got for today's episode, man? Talk to me, man.
I want to look. I'm not looking at nobody else's yard. I'm worried about cleaning up our own goddamn yard.
What we got to do?
What are we doing about going to get me a DN?
Okay.
What are we doing, Law? Are we going to sit on our hands? Are we going to park a lot pit? What the trade deadline is, like the 6th game? We're going to wait till our bye week to do something, Law? What are we waiting for, Law?
I think, can somebody let me know if Yannick Ngakoue, I have you say that man's name, is he available?
Lord,
I think he'll be helpful. Go ahead.
I'm going to get Randy Gregory right now, Lord. I'll give him a pound of weed. Look, man, just go rush the quarterback, bro. We know you can do that. Just go get high and go rush the quarterback, bro. We don't care about what you do. When you play that, get high every day. Hey, if that's what you want to do, as long as you can rush the quarterback, we know he can bend that corner.
Well, I think he checked out mentally, and on top of that, the NFL, he's suing the NFL, by the way. So if we can barely get calls now, VIP, we definitely won't get him then. he blackballed himself, man. You know, a pound, and then a pound is too light for him. A pound too light for him. Too light for him.
What more do you we'll throw a little bit of a little baby oil for him. Let's throw some baby oil.
Man.
We'll get some girls from Diddy's house, some transgenders. Look, man, we're going to do whatever we got to do to keep that man right, bro.
I don't know about that, man. He definitely won't do it with none of the trans. But, hey, I can say this, though, with my guy Randy Gregory. And shout out to Mama Gregory and Daddy Gregory. You know, I know who y'all are and everything. All I can say is that I hope he win, though. I hope he win his case. But I think that he can come back as a consultant or something like that, but not as a football player.
As a football player, because we already had one player that sued the NFL. I forgot his name. He took his bag and ran too. You remember him from back in the day? What was his name?
Yeah.
I forgot his name. But when he sued the NFL, he got his bag. We never seen him again. He's probably somewhere with Hoffa.
Shout out to my guy David Irvin, man.
That's what it was.
Yeah. He won ultimately, but shout out to him, man.
Yeah.
And
now he's at the Hoffa estate. We ain't heard from him since, B. He's somewhere with Hoffa. But anyway, Law, I really think I know we don't want to go after Reddick. I know he seems to be, but Law,
right?
If the math's up, Law, we need something. I'm thinking with my foresight, Law. I'm not thinking about today. I'm thinking about tomorrow.
Okay.
As we know, as I read the report, D-Law is a wrap. D-Law is basically a wrap. After this year, we know we're not going to sign him for another $20 million.
Right.
So we have to start looking for his replacement, Law.
Yeah. I think MK may be his replacement. I think that the Cowboys is going to have to draft another guy because they don't believe in acquisition as far as trading, and that would be the situation there. I think that the Cowboys, if I got a crystal ball, the Cowboys going to use the first round draft pick as a running back, the second round draft pick as another edge rusher, a third round draft pick as another wide receiver. That could be the flow that the Cowboys do for the 2025 draft. I think that's where they're going to go at, bro, for real.
And make my wide receiver 6'2" or better. I mean, nothing against Cook, but you got Cook playing. He's out of position, playing outside. The cover, if the cornerback last week was 6'2", he didn't even have to really cover him. He just covered him with his presence.
Yeah, he is a smaller wide receiver. I think that the Cowboys ultimately, in my opinion, I think that the Cowboys need another wide receiver, and I think that the quickest way for that is not to draft and develop that person, is to just go ahead and spend some coins and make a trade for it. Yeah, that would be the best way.
We still have $25 million under the cap, Law?
Yeah,
what are we doing?
We got about 20. We got about 27 though, bro. But in closing, man, what else you got, man? Before I let you go.
All right. In closing, this is all I'm gonna say. Look, I know the running back by committee is basically not working. Go get Cook, throw him in there. Let's just see what he got, Law. At this point, what are we losing? Law? Because our problem is, Law, is bigger than the running back by committee. Is we don't have a running scheme.
Right.
It's run left, run A, run B. We don't have a running scheme, Law. Look at everybody else. They got the tackles pulling, guards pulling. They have a running scheme. The San Fran have a running scheme. We don't have a running scheme, Law.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you for calling in, VIP.
That's more of a Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
I'm starting to lose confidence in this guy. His first 13, Law, looks like a kindergarten scrapbook, Law.
Well, we definitely.
13, Law, you're supposed to be able to ride on that first 13, Law.
Yeah, the first 14 to 15 plays supposed to be scripted out to his best, man. But the Cowboys, to me, they coming out flat-footed. They coming out flat. They're not doing those necessary things to give the momentum for the offense at all. And I think that I got a theory, but I'm gonna say it once I hang up on you. But appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for calling in, bro.
You know what it is, Law. I know I missed out last time, but here you go. Damn Cowboys. I ain't a killer, but don't push me, B. No Slurpee season.
No doubt, man. All right, so here's my thoughts. Stargazer, if you guys don't know who she is, she's sometimes in the chat area. She got a podcast, and she did a film assessment, and she pretty much showed some of the clips of Rico on some missing opportunities. When you see hole, you're supposed to hit hole. I don't think that Rico presses the hole necessarily. And I get it. It's low-hanging fruit to say, hey, man, the offensive line is terrible, man, because they got 2 rookies. Man, you got Zach Martin, you got Cooper Beebe, and you got Tyler Smith. Them 3 offensive linemen, they've been creating holes. The running back been hesitant. Dance a little bit too much for my likings. You see that hole, you bust through there. You got the hole, but the hole do close down real quickly. And I'm not saying that, the offensive scheme here don't need any adjustments, but it takes 2 to tangle. It takes 2 to tangle. And I'm not saying that Rico is Barry Sanders or Emmett to a degree. But there are some, Ratio said he follows Stargazer, yeah. So that there are some opportunities and there's some meat that's left on the bone. And somebody, Rico Jones says that Star girl is good, right? So, and the eye in the sky don't lie. Press the hole, see hole, and get there. And that's all I'm saying. That Rico need to do a little bit more. You can't be double-minded with your running approach. Either you're going to be the battering ram or not. You can't. Look, he's not at the skill set that he could be both. And either he's going to see that hole and bust through there, get skinny, and take the opportunity and take the yards, or he's going to dance around and take the loss. And he can't play scared. He can't. You can't play scared when you playing this game. All right, next person on the phone call from the 214, we got Darius, and then we got the 585. All right, so Darius, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by my Bookies. Talk to me, man.
A side note, I think Nick Sirianni done ran out of gas over there with the Eagles. It seemed like ever since they lost Shane Steichen, that the Eagles don't look like a good team, no more. And the thing that I like about the Eagles organization is, I think after this season, Nick Sirianni is gone because if you're not producing, the Eagles, they gonna get your ass up out of there. Man, let Mike McCarthy take the Cowboys to the Super Bowl. This man gonna get 38 years.
Yeah, and just to echo this, that's why I'm a little in it, not in fear, but a little hesitant to talk too badly about the Eagles. You know why? Because we saw that when they moved on from Chip Kelly. Like, I wanted Chip Kelly to stay there for at least 10 years, man. You know what I mean? And they will move on. And what I don't want, that's been giving us the blues here, is the Eagles to wake up and realize, damn, this Sean McVay thing is a real good stuff, you know. You see how good the Atlanta Falcons starting off now, you know what I'm saying, since they said, you know what? Let's go to the McVay. Let's go to the McVay and Shanahan tree. Yeah. But his play caller is that guy that studied in that McVay tree or what you call that Shanahan tree thing.
Shanahan?
So yeah. He studied. He was the damn PFF guy over there, you know, believe it or not. So
I'm gonna have to check him out.
Yeah, check him out. But Raheem, I like his defensive mind and all of the other stuff that he brings to the table too. But keep going.
Yeah. So Atlanta's gonna be like a really good team this year. But yeah, man, Mike McCarthy been going 12-5, and he get all this grace and mercy. But they got dang finna fire a coach that done took them to a Super Bowl. Come on, man, make it make sense. It don't make sense. The other thing I want to say too was you had a show. I want to say a month or so back where you was talking about the Remora Sharks.
Yeah.
And then I had called in that day, and I was like, mark my words, Jaden Daniels is going to be a hell of a quarterback. Yeah. Now, if he turned out to be a bust, you was going to give me some heat for that. So I'm calling back in to let you know. I said Jaden Daniels is going to be a hell of a quarterback. Yeah. And he looks exactly how I said he was going to look. By the way, the Commanders did win that game that you was going to give me heat about when I was talking about Dan Quinn. You was like, hey, if they don't win tonight, I'm going to be like, there's what happened. You know, they won the game.
Boy, you got a good memory, boy. You got damn good memory. Yeah, you bring it up. You keeping all the receipts like, look, hold on, Lord. I'm calling you about this this payment right here. Now, what you said on this day, man? Look, I got the receipt here. I got a receipt there. Look. I want to make sure that you keeping all the receipts, and I love that, man. Jaden Daniels, if I can speak freely, is that right now, as far as poise and slinging the rock around out of the NFC, and I know I love my guy Dak Prescott, but right now he looking the most poised, the rookie. He looking like one of the better quarterbacks right now in our division. Now, give it a few moments. I'm old enough to remember my guy Dan Quinn at one point, and all of those teams right there started off 7-0 and didn't even make it to the playoffs or something like that. So I'm not saying that they won't do that or they will do that, but I'm giving it a little bit more time. Team's going to catch up on not Dan Quinn, excuse me, Cliff Kingsbury. You remember that?
Kingsbury.
Yeah. He took the Cardinals. They were 7-0, 8-0 for something, and then they didn't even make it to the postseason, because his system, if it was a choice between him and Kellen Moore, give me Cliff in them. I like his scheme.
Jay.
I love his scheme. His scheme is nice. Yeah.
He's a hell of an offensive coordinator, and he develops quarterbacks really well.
You know what's in his bag? If he can forever be a coordinator, right? And not a head coach,
Coordinator. Yeah.
Exactly. I think that was a great pickup for the Washington team to pick up Cliff, So yeah. I give them that. I'll give you that too. I'll give you that too.
Can I make 2 quick points and then I'll be out? The other point that I wanted to say was I also wanted to tell you that the NFC, how long are we going to stick around and like feast on the East like we're doing? It's only going to be so long to where these teams in the East, they're going to start to catch up. And I've been trying to warn people about, hey, you mess around with Mike McCarthy long enough, these teams are gonna catch up to you. Like the Commanders gonna get a coach. They're gonna get a quarterback. The Giants, let the Giants fool around and get Jalen Milroe or Shedeur Sanders, bro, that's your ass. You can't. That's why I be trying to tell people like, hey, we cannot be messing around with sorry ass head coaches because the teams that's in our division, they gonna catch up to you. This is my last point, and I remember you gave me my flowers about the coaches, and I'm just going to tell you like the coaches that I said again. Joe Brady. The reason why I said Joe Brady is because Joe Brady has a winning pedigree. Everywhere that he's went, he's changed it. He changed the culture. Not the culture, but he changed the way that they was playing. Clint Kubiak. I think Clint has the best scheme for that. He's the offensive coordinator with the New Orleans Saints. Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson is committed to the run game. Him and my boy Dan Campbell, they in lockstep, and they locked at the hip over there with the Lions.
Right.
I say Bill Belichick because he's a leader of men. He's a leader of men, and then I say Nick Saban because, and I know that's a long shot. I know that's a shot in the dark. But if you watch Nick Saban still has a lot of coaching left in him. Like that man, I guarantee you, Nick Saban will be a coach again. But the reason why I say Nick Saban is because he's a leader of men, and he changes the culture. So those are some of the coaches that I'm looking forward to, or that I'm looking at to be the next Dallas Cowboy head coach. I know it's a lot of rebuttals to some of the names that I said. But if anybody got a rebuttal, I promise you I got an answer for every last one that I said.
Okay.
You know what
All
I'm saying?
right.
So,
Well, it's still soon. So I'll see, though, man, down the line on how all of this will work its way out, bro. But, if you did your homework on those coaches, and my thing is, the Joneses, they are so archaic in their ways that you're going to have a head coach that they can control a little bit, that's around their age per se, like an older coach. I don't think that Ben will be able to move in this space. I don't think that they will bend for him. I don't think that the Kubiak kid, that they will figure out ways to empower him to be the head coach. So, because I think that out of all of those boys, to go to Happy Hill Farms, and because Jerry Jones throw that Happy Hill Farm stuff every year, it will either be Bill Belichick or Saban as one of those guys that can really hang around with Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. Just to be fair, But if they can come in as an OC or something like that, just like Cliff Kingsbury, man, if he can come in as the OC or something like that, they will be able to do that. But I mean, we old school over here, bro. I appreciate
you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
No doubt, man. That's Darius, and then we have Tyreek. I would say this, though. Coaching is always a mystery. Coaching pressure elsewhere is not as immense as it is here. I get it. Washington, they had Joe Gibbs of the worlds and Norv Turner, remember him, but he ain't no Joe Gibbs, right? And they had Shanahan. So you can say, okay, Joe and Shanahan was their greatest coaches of all time there. But here in Dallas, we didn't have many, but we're going to talk about Tom Landry until his wore out, and then we're going to talk about Jimmy Johnson until his wore out. And out of those two guys, you got 5 rings, so they're going to always compare those guys. And I think Bill Belichick got 7 rings or 8 rings. Bill Belichick collectively got 8 rings. He would be the only guy out of that list of guys that my guy just mentioned that can move his weight around. But as far as the young coach, man, they would chew him up and spit him up out of here, in Dallas land. And there'd be so much pressure on that kid to come here. So that's why I say they're going to go with the old, man, unfortunately. Yeah. Man, Jerry is going to find another old fart. I see you in the chat. And then we got a super chat by my guy, Saitin, and I appreciate him. He says, Jaden Daniels planned the weakest schedule. Stop crowning a player so early. And he called my guy the Slurpee. So, and my thing is with this, Saitin, true. The only thing is, here's what we got, Saitin. Here's how it's always praised for one, and then it's slapped around for another. I think that the Washington team barely beat the Giants, right? They get praised for that win. I thought it's a win, it's a divisional game. The Cowboys barely beat the Giants. We get demolished for those things, right? And it's just crazy how, like a week from now, I don't foresee, believe it or not, I don't foresee the Eagles beating the Browns next week. The Browns might beat the brakes off the Eagles, right? And then they're going to be like, hey, that's what the Eagles are. You know what I'm saying? They get beat down by X, Y, and Z team. I don't foresee the Eagles beating the Giants, But if it happened, boy, we popping champagne bottles, though. But they may win one of those games, right? And they will be considered, oh, man, this is what the Eagles do, the resiliency. They learn how to find ways to win tight games, etc. They back on their way. They back on their pathway, etc. But it's always a double standard when you're talking about the Cowboys, unfortunately. People literally think that we should be undefeated right now. We should be 4-0. There's nobody talking bad. Let me know if I'm lying. Let me know if I'm lying. But are they talking bad about Josh Allen today? Anybody talking bad about Josh Allen today? Anybody talking bad about Josh Allen today? Let me know. I got my guy from the 585. You're live. Tyreek, talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, Law Nation?
Hey, man, all is well, man. Can't complain, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. What's up, Cowboy Nation? I want to start my conversation like this. R.I.P. to Mutombo.
Yeah.
R.I.P. My man Whispers from Blade. That passed away this weekend too.
Wow.
More respect for them. Now we can get up in this. Yo, man.
Oh, let me add one more, man. R.I.P. to Monet Tejada, man. He got to throw that in there, man.
Monet Tejada?
Tejada, Monet Tejada. Power. I'm just playing. But keep going, bro. Yeah. Just put a little laughter to it. But talk to me, Tyreek.
Yeah, man. I'm going to say this about these Cowboys, man. I think it's a lame duck season. We could try to make something out of it. It's unfortunate that we have players that don't got hurt, some of our key pieces. But if the Joneses are not going to make a move, I don't really see us really doing anything too much. Because there's some things that need to be moved around, man. You know, if you're not going to go get other pieces that you need like that, bring up some of the pieces that's on your roster already. You know what I'm saying? Bring up Cook. Bring up Flournoy. On the defensive side, go sign.
You know what,
somebody.
Tyreek? You're right. It's like I'm banging on the table for Amari Cooper. I'm not saying that Ryan Flo gonna give you Amari Cooper stuff, but at least see what we got. You know, at least look up under the hood and see, right? Because I truly believe, man, those 3 comeback routes that Cooks couldn't catch. I think the youth, I think that Flo gonna catch those, man. He's a bigger body. He's a bigger size. He knows the ball. He's a 4'4", 40 guy. You can see it. I think that, man, if you just trust, if we say we build through the draft and we trust our youth, then I think that these first 4 games, why not put a little trust in Ryan? Because I know my eyes can't be that bad. I know I'm not a scout. I know I didn't play in the National Football League, but my eyes can't be that damn bad, Tyreek, when I've seen Flo out there look just as good or even better than Jalen Brooks, just as good or even better than Jalen Tolbert. I can't be that bad, man. I know my eyes can't deceive me that much, but keep going.
They not.
Yeah.
They not. The dude, and he's going to 4-3. What are we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he a jump ball catcher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. The dude, Chris Carter, anytime. One thing I know about watching Chris Carter play back in the day and watching his commentary, he's not going to lie on you. He's not going to take up for you if you're wrong, and he ain't going to lie on you. Even if you don't like your team or organization, he's not going to lie. He's going to keep it real. He's a sponsor for this young cat.
Yeah.
If he said that he can play, I believe it.
Yeah.
That's just me. And the dude played pretty damn good in the preseason. You know what I mean? We need all the help we can get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we trying to go on a run against these teams that we got to play. Like, we got to play the Steelers, the Lions, and San Francisco after the bye. Come on, bro. You got to figure some things out with.
There's a gauntlet of a schedule.
You got to figure something out.
This week, I'm more worried about us on our offensive side going up against the number 2 defense, right? At home, coming off of a loss. Mike Tomlin, say what you want. I think he's by far one of your top 3 or top 4 coaches in the league. If not number 2, number 3. When you look at the Lions, you got a combination of both. They can run the ball, golf if comfortable, because he got that nice offensive line. He will pick you apart, right? And then you get your bye week, and we've seen that the 49ers, they had their get-right game. Like how the 49ers played against the Patriots is low-key how I wanted my Cowboys to look like against the Giants. Get that good feel, get back game, and get back into the mix. So that's 3 weeks, 4 weeks if you count in the bye, that we got to make sure that we in tip-top shape.
Yeah. And you gotta make some moves because you have to make some moves, especially on that defense.
Got to, man.
Because without Parsons and D'Lo on that line, oh man, they gonna feel like they can do whatever they want to us.
Yeah.
Because we can't get to the quarterback, and that's one of the most important parts of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Jones family, they gotta quit being cheap, man. We let them come into this season without doing anything in free agency.
Right.
They really pushed the line this year with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This the furthest I ever seen them do this. One free agent? Come on, man. Y'all doing us wrong, man. Give the people what they want. If you got to make some trades, shaking moves, let's do it. You know what I mean? We don't need all those draft picks anyway. Let's do something.
Let's do something. And I understand worried about the future. You know, we're about the money and stuff, but it's about the now, and that's the difference between. That's why, like I told the last caller, that I'm not finna bang up too heavy on the Eagles because Howie is not afraid to spend the money, you know, and he gonna get a lot of pressure. Let the Eagles lose against the Browns. You're gonna hear all type of them going out there making moves to go bring in somebody. Or making a legitimate trade that can get them over the hump. And we don't have that luxury here because nobody's going to fire Jerry nor Steven, you know. So that's crazy.
I got one better than that one for you. Let the Chiefs lose because the wide receivers can't everybody double and triple teaming Worthy and Kelsey. Watch how fast the Chiefs go make a move. They're going to bring somebody else in because their guys are down right now.
Man, and they're in a good situation. Cadillac seat, bro. 4-0, and they still thinking about, hey, how can we get better? How can we get improve in these sorts of things? It's crazy. It's good to be in their spot, and they got first place scheduled. But people will say, hey, they got Pat Money Mahomes. With him, anything is possible, man. I appreciate you for calling in, bro.
All right now.
Yes, indeed. That's a good call from Tyreek. Him and Darius sound exactly the same over the phone. It's always mind-boggling, you know. All right, so I got these next few colors. I got the 206. I got the 361. And then I see you $100,000 with the plan, but hold tight because John is right in front of you. So from the 206, you're live, MJ. Talk to me.
What up, Law? What up, nation?
What's good, man?
Yeah, y'all make good sense. I told y'all, man, it ain't about your receivers. You guys think you got bad receivers, but you don't. Everybody got schemes that scheme all their receivers.
Yeah.
We the only team that say we need a receiver. Okay, all the Cowboys fans say, oh, we need a receiver, we need a receiver. And I'm watching all the receivers that first year in the league is balling.
Yeah.
Now, that receiver came on my team, on the Cowboy team. You guys, oh, man, we need receivers. We need receivers. We need receivers. Even you guys, Long. It's not about the receivers, Long. It's about the scheme.
True.
Darius is right. McCarthy's scheme is horrible for all our receivers and our running backs. If you had a coach, if you had that guy Ben Johnson from Detroit, all you guys would be throwing a party right now. They probably be scoring 30, 40. That's what I say. Now I'm kind of believing what Darius is saying. At first, I didn't want Belichick. But you know what? It hit me. I said, man, I can't wait to tell them. It hit me when Belichick got a smart quarterback, he wins Super Bowls. If Belichick, you come to the Cowboys, 3-4 scheme, Michael Parsons playing linebacker, 13 playing on the outside. You got the two middle linebackers, 35, 50 in the middle. Then you got the big nasty in the front. The D-ends, you'll probably put 97 at D-end with 90 go, if he's not here, with 94, big nasty in the middle. You see what I'm looking at? You got the corners. You got the safety. Number 6 ain't starting no more. The defense will be top one. Belichick scheme. And now he got Dak Prescott. Belichick.
How do you use Turpin?
You ain't gonna win.
How would they use Turpin?
Turpin would be all over the field. Turpin would be doing like Kansas City. Bombs, screens, bombs.
Yeah.
Number 6, number 3, bombs. 9 route, bombs. Number 80, playing like Michael Irvin, playing like Dez Bryant. Not number 88. It's Eaton. 87, Eaton. That's fat. Oh, man, I want to clutch his fat butt out. Darius, you was right. It ain't the line. It ain't the halfbacks. It ain't the receivers. It's a fucking scheme.
Yeah.
Boy, gonna come out with the same stupid stuff. I want you, everybody, even Tampa Bay is looking good with the quarterback. I said, why we can't run that screen? Oh my God, I'm so hot. It's the fat coach, y'all. So it ain't the receivers. He got number 8 over there sitting. Man, this guy's stupid. So that's the problem. I'm telling you, if Belichick, I either want Belichick or Ben. That's it.
Ben.
Them two guys run. But I rather, you know what? I want Belichick because I was thinking, oh man, Belichick will. When he have a quarterback, he wins. He have a problem when he don't have a quarterback. Oh, he go to that. He can't wait. He's taking a shot. If McCarthy fuck up, I'm getting Belichick fat. And get your fat head ass out. Excuse my French. Don't worry about it. Jerry Jones, get your fat head ass out the way with Belichick come. Because Michael Parsons will be playing outside. Number 13 will be playing outside. Number 35 inside. You still keep the veteran. You got a big Nash in the front. 97 playing DN, and then 94 playing DN. Come on. And you got the safeties, number 30 back there. You got the real safety. That'd be hard for the tall boy. That defense be.
And close it. And close it. Yeah. Yeah, it close it.
Yeah, and close it. Cowboy fan, please stop saying you need a receiver. It's not the receivers. You got dangerous. He's running Kellen Moore running routes.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you so much, bro.
And how about them Cowboys? Let's get it. And I think we're going to win again. I said it. I said we're going to win them. It's embarrassing. We're going to win on the road a lot. Unbelievable.
No doubt, man. Salute, man. MJ. No rebuttals, man. Scheme. Stay scheming. The scheme. I think we get a log jam with Brandon Cooks as well as my guy CeeDee Lamb. Right? Both of those guys be inside the slot, and then when he go on the outside, it's like Jalen Tolbert, he haven't earned his grain of salt yet. So we are one-on-one to him. Bracket cover. Lamb and roll cover. Well, roll cover Lamb way, right? Bracket cover Jake. And wave off Brandon Cooks, man. If he beat us over the top, man, he ain't getting that much separation. He ain't 4-4. He ain't no 4-3 guy no more. We right there with him. And Dak Prescott, he kind of overleads him anyway on some throws. But y'all know what caught them a little bit a few times is a Kevontae Turpin. I'm sitting there like, go with Kevontae Turpin. That dude, you could try to wave him off if you want. I mean, he wearing number 9. He ain't that important. Oh, man, you got to catch up with number 9. Number 9, quick. We got to make some adjustments with him. So, but I only think as if though I think Amari Cooper, if you fool around and bring him in, he only had $940,000. You know, come on, I can put out a title loan or something, man. I can put something on it, Jerry. Yeah, I can put my house up just a little bit, Jerry. I don't got the type of money y'all got, but, you know, I can at least put something on it, you know, to get Amari Cooper back and throw them a 5th-round draft pick or a 6th-round draft pick. Yeah. Or tell them, hey, we would take this contract from you, you know, and we'll work out something else down the line, you know. That's just what I'm saying, you know. Scheme or not scheme, I don't think that the Cowboys is going to implement a new scheme. But if I know for sure, if anybody knows the scheme that we're doing right now, it haven't changed as much, is Amari Cooper. Bring him in for a cup of coffee is all I'm asking, man. Come on, who's willing to put something up at least, man. You know, put something on it. All right, we got where did he go? He gone. Okay, he gone. I had Riverside, but he gone. But I got the 361. You're live on the Nation. Talk to us.
Hey, what's going on, Don? Good afternoon.
Doing great. Doing great.
I'm calling from Corpus Christi, Texas, man. My name's Danny Boy. I've been following you for a couple of years now, and
Appreciate it, Danny.
I really like the content about the Cowboys. You know, I just agree with you on a lot of stuff that you touch on every day, really. Anyhow, with that being said, I just feel like Wilson, our safety, he can't cover for nothing. He just can't, you know. They've already exposed that this season. So I would try to put up a trade, get rid of Wilson, let Thomas start behind him. I mean, I would get rid of Cooks, and instead of Cooks, I'd start Turpin. I mean, and get rid of those two guys right there, if possible, and go after a running back, if possible. I mean, I'll be on that phone. That's all I know. I mean, I'd be trying to make something shape because, as I've already said, I don't think Wilson can cover very good. And
I think Wilson, to me, when I look at his tape, I like Wilson closer to the LOS. But in his scheme, Zim doesn't dial it up that way. It's more of a hybrid version of like a Tampa 2, you know, with the 2 high.
Right.
And we're seeing my guy Dono getting, you know, worked a little bit on some of those choice routes at the top. So I think that it'll be better for him to sit out. I think Wanye is more physical. I think Bell got hurt, so he's not going to be a situation for us. But if you throw in Izzy, I think he can play some respect safety in as well as cornerback. But far as your intel on Brandon Cooks, I think that the problem is with Brandon is the fact that you already got somebody that can eat from the slot, and that's Lamb that you paid over hundreds of millions of dollars to. So you got a log jam right there, and when they try to get him active, you know, it's all about, if you look at everything. That's why I titled this "Remove Feelings," right? But if you look at everything, Danny Boy, you look at it from this aspect. If you get paid in Dallas land, you're gonna play. That's why you see Wilson out there. His money is out there. That's why you seeing Brandon Cooks. His money is out there. So you getting paid, you gonna play, and that's what Jerry does. He paying these guys, so that's why they out there, bro.
Right. No, I get it. But at this point, it's just like, man, we need a running back or we need another defensive lineman, because obviously Parsons is going to be out and Lawrence is going to be out longer. So, I mean, they need to do something, you know. They need to make something shake, you know, because, I mean, if they just stay with who they got, and, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that Nealon's not going to be any good, because obviously he's going to be good. So you see his potential.
Yeah.
And then I think what's his name's got some left in the tank, or other defensive end that's coming in this game. He's been on the practice squad, but he played last game. What was his name? Our veteran defensive end.
Veteran Carl Lawson.
Carl Lawson. I think he's got something left in the tank. I think he's got that bull rush and stuff, and I think he can stop the run. So I think we're gonna be all right. You know, I mean, the way that the defensive coach had the defensive line playing last week, but that was with Parsons and Lawrence for the most part. So I don't know how it's gonna look without them guys. So I'm kind of trying not to panic, you know, because I really feel like they need to go after another defensive lineman, or especially a running back. A running back that's going to run, you know, with some heart, is going to run hard the way he used to run every time he touched the ball. He's run hard. He's trying to run through you. You know, we need something like that.
Yeah, I think we got it here with I love the way Hunter, Zeke, and maybe Cooks. Maybe we can see that variation before this season kind of escaped us, man. Hopefully those three running backs, and I'm not taking a dump on Rico. I like him, but it's not enough. Likes don't get you wins. But I appreciate you, Danny Boy. Thank you so much for calling in, bro.
You have a good day. And you know what, Bob, before I hang up, I want to say that, you know, I get Washington's doing good. They're division leaders at the moment.
Right.
But it ain't happening. We're not about to give up this division. I don't see them, you know, giving up the division regardless of what situation they're in right now. Because Dak Prescott has been showing, since he's got that money, like, look, I'm here, I'm y'all's leader, So I think we got the best quarterback in the division. I don't see us just spiraling down, being last place, and giving up the division. I don't see it happening. You have a good day, sir.
You too, man. Good call from Danny. Boy, appreciate him.
Yes, sir.
And even though he said, hey, man, I disagree with you a lot, he was agreeing with me a lot today on the call, so I appreciate that too. Let me pull up Washington schedule right quick for transparency. Let me see what they got here. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. We'll let the next caller on, but give me 1 second here and pull up their schedule, because I think that we are crowning them a little too soon based off of the first quarter of the year. Seitan states that CeeDee Lamb needs to learn how to beat double team, but double coverage. Having him to eat a lot off the slot hurt us in the playoffs since they knew his route and his tendencies. You're right. If there's any knock on, I don't know whether it's a complete scheme or what have you, Seitan, or if it's his player skill set. It's just trying to get him matched up on the outside. I get it. Lamb two-way goals is just phenomenal. It's as difficult to have that, but I think that having an ex-receiver on the outside, forcing their number one cornerback over there and rolling coverages that way, you make so much of an impact. You got your number one DB, and you're taking their number one safety, or their safety with the best coverage ability, to roll that way and to be out there on the numbers. And now you can work with some mismatch concepts, maybe go by a 1-by-3. And it's not like, Lamb can't get busy out there. That's the craziest thing, right? But to be fair to Lamb, we just really never have those options since he's been in the league, because it's Kellen Moore's system now is Mike McCarthy. To a degree, we just saw that. We just saw that this past game with Hurts. And I would love to see what would have been a difference even if they had A.J. Brown out there versus the Bucs. I'm quite sure it would have been the same, because there's only so many times you're going to do hooks. And Kellen rarely calls slant routes. But that's a whole nother conversation. That's them and their problem. But just to be fair, let's see what the Washington team got up. They lost to the Bucs 37-20. They won against the Giants 21-18. They beat the Cincinnati 38-33. Right? They beat the Washington team 42-14. That's a stomp down. They beat the brakes off of them. Washington beat the Cardinals, I meant to say. If anybody knew the Cards, would have been Cliff Kingsbury. I think he scouted most of those guys that's on that team or had some capacity. They should beat the it's a bye week or something like that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. They should beat the Cleveland. Baltimore, they may catch an L there. They should beat the Carolina. They should beat Bears. I think they split this. I think the Giants may get them here. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers may get them here. I think the Philly, I don't know what the Philly going to look like on this date. The Dallas, we sweeping them boys, man. So we going to win. We going to win on that day, on Turkey Day, right? And the Titans, they're gonna beat the Titans. New Orleans, we just don't know who New Orleans gonna be during that time frame. We just don't know, bro. Damn, looking at the schedule, they could be a playoff team. I don't really see any difficult hurdles outside, because we don't know which variations of Eagles we're going to have. We don't know which variation of Dallas Cowboys we're going to have. But I see some losses in there. What y'all see, y'all? What y'all see out of their schedule? I know it's tiny. Now you got to squint your eyes and everything. Yeah. We can't beat running teams, especially running teams with a running quarterback. This is from Ryan Hopkins with that take. I ain't going to hold you on that. I got my guy with the plan from the 201. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me. 100 grand. What you got?
Well, my guy, what's going on, man?
Man, all is well, man. What's your temperature on the team that's in the number one team in our division? What's your temperature?
With the New York City tongue, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I heard that. I said,
Hey,
look
man,
at Law, man. That's wrong, man. I'm going to let you know when you're wrong. That was wrong, man.
Well, I didn't know New York had a tongue. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Mississippi, man.
No. With what you said, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to go. With what you said.
What you said?
Know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go no further. If they didn't catch it, they didn't catch it. Just know I caught it.
Well, like, I ain't saying like I ain't saying like VIP B. What's up, B?
No.
You know, I'm not doing that.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that. Somebody said something, and you turned around and said, "Well, somebody did this and that," and now they, on 100 with Law. So, you know what I mean? And I said, boy. Lord,
you talking about that?
Yeah.
You had me dazed and confused for a second, bro.
I said, what?
Hey, it is what it is.
Got that New York City in him a little bit.
Man, I've only been in New York about 3 or 4 times in my life. Hey, city too busy to me, man. I like trees and stuff, man. I like to see the trees, the greenery, Yo.
But look, my cousin's a Washington fan, and he been texting my phone, when you see us. I said, listen, we don't know who your team is yet.
Right.
Calm
down. Yo.
You beat the Giants with field goals. You want a cookie for that?
Yeah.
This is really your first game where you had an explosion if you really want to break it down.
Yeah.
First game.
Mm-hmm.
So you did that to them, but you only put up field goals against the Giants. Just look at it like, man, we just had a good matchup and we played a great game.
Yeah.
But Washington, when you don't have nothing and you finally get something, you go crazy. And that's Washington fans right now. They did the same thing with Sam Howell, and it feels like
they wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let me make it off of Sam Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? To be fair to the Cards, man. The Cowboys got the 32nd ranked defense. The Cards got the 29th ranked defense, so they just as bad.
Thank you. See, you ain't doing nothing but proving my point.
Yeah.
That's all you doing.
And they 1-3, by the way. They 1-3, so
you proving my point.
Yeah.
They ain't do nothing. And coming into the game, Redskins was saying, the Cardinals got the same team as us. They got the same team as us. They garbage just like us. Now they want cookies and roses, and they want to throw a parade because they beat them. Y'all act like y'all beat Kansas City or something with the rookie quarterback.
But to be fair,
tomato cans over there talking about y'all want cookies and roses. Y'all beating up on bad teams over there.
Man, they ain't gonna get that heat. Come on, 100 grand. You know they ain't gonna get that heat.
Let me know if that not a 4th place schedule long.
It is a 4-play schedule. So let me ask you this. Let's do the next 10 games. All right, so they 3-1 right now. They 3-1. Right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Cleveland, do they win or lose?
Loss.
So now they are 3-2. Baltimore, do they win or lose?
Loss.
3-3. Carolina, do they win or lose?
That's a dub. Carolina. Trash.
So they 4-3. Chicago.
Loss.
Okay, 4-4. New York.
Loss.
4-5. Pittsburgh.
Loss.
4-6. Philly.
Dub.
Okay, 5-6. Cowboys.
Loss.
Okay, 5-7. Tennessee. They 5-7, man. They lost on Turkey Day.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
And they lost on Turkey Day. Loss.
Okay, they 5-8. New Orleans, you might well finish it out. New Orleans, what they got? Okay, 6-8. Philly again.
Loss.
Okay, they'll be 6-9, and then they got to face off the Atlanta and then Dallas.
Loss.
So you got them only winning 6 games.
That's a step up for them.
That is a step up for them, and that's a good. That's a damn good draft pick for them. So 6-9. Somebody said 6 and okay, 6 and so that'd be what 6-11, something like that. Whatever that record would be. Yeah, because you had the last 2. Yeah, 6-11. So 6-11. God dog.
That's a step up for them, Lo.
It's a step
because
up.
You got to factor in. Every Dan Quinn scheme is working now.
Okay, yeah.
We all know.
Yeah.
When the end of the year come, what happens, Law? They know it starts to tail off. It starts to tail off, Law. And then another reason.
Cliff the same way. Cliff the same way. Cliff will get them teams up and rolling, man. Oh my gosh.
The fall off starts to happen. And you got to understand, that's a rookie quarterback. Okay, they still trying to figure out what can he do, what he can't do right now. Now they got a couple of games under their belt of tape on this boy.
Yeah.
Now he about to see the heat now. So all of that factors in. And the Redskins football team as a whole, they just ain't got the horses. They're not there. They're winning off a scheme, smoking mirrors, and big plays right now. Like they are a finesse team. And what happens to finesse teams, Law, when you hit them in the mouth? Just like tonight, who are the Miami Dolphins? A finesse football team, Law. They gonna get hit in the mouth tonight, and they ain't gonna win that game. If they do win, it's gonna be a close game.
Right. We're gonna be a close one. Skylar Thompson, I believe, the quarterback. Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna be a good game tonight. It's gonna be a good game tonight.
That messed up the chemistry too, because of that quarterback. Yeah. Because they can't really do what they do because they're a finesse team. Finesse teams get punched in the mouth. And that's exactly what's going to happen to Washington. They winning because that rookie quarterback a rookie, and they can't figure him out. You got to understand that playbook that he's running is very simple and it's very small. So when you get defensive coordinators to do all the other stuff he hasn't seen and blow his mind, he ain't going to be able to handle it.
What happened to the Bills last night? Why nobody giving them heat? What happened to them?
Well,
are they a finesse team?
I heard Get Up, they was giving them some heat. But what happened was, they was giving Josh Allen a little bit of heat, but they really was giving the Eagles heat, man.
Ooh, I need to go watch that one. Nobody send me the clips, man. They normally my people send me the clips, man. Y'all send me the clips, man. Send me the clips on Twitter. Yeah.
Jalen Hurts threw Sirianni under the bus.
For real?
Rip there? Yeah, Lord.
Hey, you know the craziest thing of it all, just listening to like Eagles fans and Eagles people saying, tell Sirianni not to call the play. Let Kellen Moore call it more.
And that's who calling the plays. Stupid Sirianni ain't calling no plays. Because you know what Sirianni said in the press conference?
What did he say?
He did a Mike McCarthy. That's Kevin Moore. That ain't me.
Oh my God, this getting better and better, man. Hey, somebody gonna be on top. Look, our problems. We know our problems. We know. We know our damn problems. Like they refuse. Like we good. Now to your defense, because you did say that they are not going to change up any of the offensive play calling because it was a short week. So do you foresee the Cowboys really installing some new plays this week and getting back on a good foot this week because the defense is ranked 32nd, bro, and the offense is right at 22 right now. And this is the first time in a long time that the Cowboys' offense been stale for this long. Talk to me, bro.
Just look at what I told you.
They gonna
just watch the game and look at what I told you.
Okay.
Just watch the game and look at what I told you. Well, as you watch the game, 100 grand was 100% right.
Right.
And because you got to understand that was a short week. Now you got 10 days.
Okay.
That's like a mini bye week, Law. Am I wrong?
Correct.
That's
You're
like
right.
a mini bye week right there.
Right.
Watch and see. Watch it. You might.
And then they got tape. They should be sitting down looking at the coach tape and seeing how if Flacco can move the ball. Come on, Dak. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Shit.
All the wrinkles and all that stuff y'all want to see, y'all gonna see against Pittsburgh.
Okay, and I hope it is. I hope it is.
They're gonna be talking about, oh man, Pittsburgh, man, they not the team we thought they was. You knew they only played tomato cans. Now they falling apart. All excuses and now that's going to come up, man. But I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all said Pittsburgh was this and Pittsburgh was that. I don't care that they falling apart now. You know what I mean? They lost last week. They're going to lose again this week. You know what I mean? That's what's going to happen. But, you know.
It's too soon to do score predictions, man. But
I'm not going
it's too soon. Yeah. And then I need you to do the graphic overlay thing again, man.
I got you.
But in closing, what you got, bro?
But I'm just saying, man, it's a week by week thing, and that's us Cowboy fans. 1 week we up, the next week, we down when they lose. Y'all gotta let the cake bake, man. Let the cake bake. Let a couple of games go by first.
No doubt.
And then see how we operate in rock and roll, man. We not the Eagles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dak Prescott can play with guys not being there. Jalen Hurts can't. But we got all the excuses. He's so great and so awesome. He start missing a couple of pieces. He's falling apart. You know what I mean? So let's rock and roll, man. Let's go, Cowboys Nation.
No doubt, man. 100 grand with the plan, man. If you guys don't know, man, he literally predicted the final score on the last game versus the Giants to the point, and then he even gave us like insights on where to go over, under, and things like that. So he is one of my bookie snipers over here. So be sure to download my Bookies or go to my Bookies information, and that's in the description box. And use promo code LawNation. They will match up to $1,000. I don't think other companies matching up to $1,000, on your first deposit. So be sure to check him out so that you can be living lavish, man, with his particular advice. I got the 310, then we had the 469, and then we have East Coast, the white. So hold tight. 310, you in. Talk to us.
What's going on, Law, man?
All is well, man. Can't complain. What you got for us for this beautiful day on Victory Monday?
Oh, not much, man. I'm a Niner fan, but
wow.
I follow you, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been following, and a lot of teams it's still early. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't write teams off like for instance, like the last caller was talking about he's a rookie, the quarterback for the Commanders.
Right.
I mean, rookies could get it done. I just looked to see what C.J. Stroud did and what Purdy did their rookie season. You feel me?
Yeah. True that. That was a nice scheme what the C.J. Stroud was able to do of the Worlds, and they had last play schedule too, right? And they caught the teams by element of surprise, and he looked very poised. And Jaden Daniels, to a degree, I think he's older than C.J. Stroud. He's the same age as Trey Lance, the dude that you guys kind of like cast off, right? And I was saying to my brother was saying, because he's a diehard Niner guy, is that believe it or not, outside of last year, your team always kind of start off slow.
Right.
Always. So
always.
So last year was like wow, you guys starting off fast. You guys had that bad taste in your mouth. What happened previously versus I believe your guys got knocked out by the Eagles. So you guys was like really telling people that y'all felt as if though you belonged in the Super Bowl that year, and y'all had venom. You know, you. The difference is between the Niners, the Eagles, and the Cowboys, as well as the Chiefs, is that you guys are in between. Y'all will go out there and make free agent moves, and you guys were not afraid to do the trade things, but y'all would do it also in a calculated way.
Right. Mm-hmm. When it comes to making that transition or making big moves,
big moves.
We're not certain teams are not hesitant. I see, because based on Jerry how make certain moves. I mean, y'all, I don't know based y'all money scheme and all this and that.
Right.
I was looking at before the whole conversation. I was like, y'all should just get like Amari back because he's cheap right now. You could get him. You could find him at Home Depot right now. You know what I'm saying? He's willing to join the team because we was gonna trade Ayuk for Amari, and Amari was like, he made emoji eyes like, I'm ready to come on over.
Right.
And us Niner fans were ready to cast Ayuk out because he was carrying on too much like prima donna this off season.
Right.
And then he came on dropping passes and stuff, and he didn't do training camp, not looking like himself and stuff. So, but your boy TD.
And he's a tad bit. I think he's disgruntled. He wore the wrong team shorts, and
that happened last weekend. Him and Shannon. Yeah. That was I don't know what that.
That's the craziest thing, because now that you got your money, now you gonna act like that, and you can't really get rid of him. Like, I got my money now. What you gonna do?
See, we would know if both our franchises would know. You know who acted like that? Terrell Owens, prima donna. You know what I'm saying? He actually got his money. You know what I'm saying? Went Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Man, you got them Antonio Browns. You got them type of receivers that act like that sometimes. You know what I mean? But I think Shanahan's trying to prove a point right now anyways. But I ain't want to talk about Niners, but I'm just talking about logistics about football in general.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to cast any team out because this season there's a lot of teams I'm expecting, like, for instance, like Minnesota. They beat us the first game. I'm like, don't sleep on Minnesota because the only reason why your boy back there looking good, he was our old quarterback.
Sam.
He was our Sam Donald was a backup quarterback last season, but he got an offensive line. You know what I'm saying? And when you have an offensive line, you can go places. You can go far, dog. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You could definitely go far. You know what I'm saying? That in defense. But y'all, for y'all case, you know what I'm saying? Y'all running game, you got Dalvin Cook. I like Dow because I got him on my fantasy. I expected him to pop off. When I seen him in preseason with y'all, I was like, oh, he might do something. I think y'all got something right there.
Right.
But I think y'all offensive line is a little banged up, right? Am I right, Law?
Well, no, we playing rookies. We got Tyler Guyton and Cooper Beebe, and you're going through growing pains there. And our edges on that tackles, Terrence Steele got worked a few times. Anytime that you are over, when you're one-dimensional, there's not an offensive lineman that was ever born that played the game said that they like to make 2 steps backwards opposed to 2 steps forwards, because they want to maul, they want to be physical, they want to be aggressive, but the kind of caliber of offensive coordinator we have, we dropping back more than what we like. So that's why I said before that I wanted my quarterback to be anywhere between, and you would want the same for Brock Purdy too, by the way, anywhere between 26 and 30 attempts. It's not feasible for a quarterback in these type of systems to throw 35, especially in the West Coast, 35 to 40 times. It's just not feasible, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
And this league is a copycat league too. I mean, it's a big time copycat league because with like a lot of the teams, like for instance, like our secondary. I mean, we suspect on secondary right now. I don't like our defensive coordinator. I like to see Wilkes. Wilkes was the cop out and pretty much for us. And I felt like Wilkes was a good coordinator. And our special teams is suspect too at times. Sometimes they should have got rid of the special teams coach. But as far as like Zimmerman for y'all, man, Zimmerman's a good. I mean, I remember he was y'all coordinator a long time ago, right? And he came back. But he's a good coordinator. You know what I'm saying? He's a real good coordinator. Y'all just y'all just need depth. That's all it is. And y'all need to take it a game at a time. That's all. You know what I mean? Depth, and you need to take it a game. Yeah, a game at a time. I mean, I like the rival that we have. We play each other in the playoffs and the old school history and stuff. And I love talking my trash to the Cowboys, but I got respect for y'all because y'all 5-time Super Bowl champs like us. So
yeah. And you guys been on a longer drought than us, man. And that damn drought was because Prime it was a PI, man. He PI'd my guy. We was on our way on a comeback in that game, by the way. It was PI.
Yeah. And you know, we share Charles Haley too. You know, Charles was with us, and we came over to y'all. But he would hang over y'all because he got more Super Bowls with y'all than us. So.
Yeah. We just a better organization, man. We got the better colors, the better history. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, bro.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I support law.
Appreciate you, man. Good call from you, bro. Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, it's from 310. Hey, what's your name so I can lock you in too, though, bro?
Oh, what's my name? Arnold.
Arnold. I'm gonna put Niner Arnold because I don't want to Arnold Niner. And
Arnold Niner, yeah.
And like I said, your team, my brother. I got a brother that's a diehard Niner fan, and we talk daily about football. So it's good for you to call in, bro. Appreciate you.
I deal with no doubt. I deal with it on the regular. My wife an Eagles fan, so I hear about Eagles shit too. So excuse my French, but you already know.
Yeah, that's God dog, boy. You couldn't get her to turn over yet, you know what I mean? Come on, man.
Hey, listen. We riding in my truck, right? And we hit a whole little thing because I'm a diehard Niner fan, like I said, and I have my helmet, and I keep my Niner helmet right in front of the car, and then sometimes she look at it. And she'll try to take it down. I'm like, no, you gonna lead this up. You riding in my car, baby. You gonna lead this up. And y'all Eagles struggling right now, but I know they got more turmoil than anything right now.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Appreciate it, Lo.
No doubt, man. Arnold, dog. You my dog, but you ain't laying it down like you're supposed to, man. He ain't doing his job, man.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Shit.
Come on, man.
You supposed to lay it down, boy. See, if he was a Cowboy fan, she'd be a Cowboy by now. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing, Arnold, boy. You're doing good. You're doing good until you realize you wasn't laying it down. You gonna lay it down, boy. He ain't doing his job, y'all. Sure, he ain't banging it enough. East Coast Cowboy the White, man. You live, man, from the 571, man. Talk to me, man.
What's up, Lord Nation? What's up with you?
All is well, man.
Man, I'm out here on the grind on the grind again, trying to unload these tanker trucks, man. Yeah, but I had a couple of little things like what the couple of guys were saying. Yeah, I mean, you know how Washington is, man. I mean, like I said, I'm East Coast, so you know I get it all the time because I'm from Washington, so I know how they.
What they thinking? What they talk about over there, man?
Man, they always talking about how much they doing so well and all of this other stuff, but I put them jokers back in remembrance of. Remember the time when RG3 was there?
Okay.
They was doing so good with RG3.
They're doing
and
great.
They had all them praises with RG3 when he was doing the little bootleg thing or whatever. Him and that running back, I forget his name, that came over to Dallas. What's that running back name that came over to Dallas? Used to be with Washington.
You know, Clinton Portis?
No, not Clinton Portis.
Okay. I know you're talking about refrigerator with legs, man. Yeah. Refrigerator with legs, man. Shit. Morris something, man. Y'all put it down.
Yeah, Morrison or something like that.
Yeah. Alfred, Alfred and them, yeah.
Yeah, Alfred Morrison. When they had him and they was doing that little pitch stuff and hold the ball,
oh my God.
RG3 and them, they started that. And what happened? When they figured that thing out and they stopped it, his whole concept and everything started going downhill.
Yeah.
So like I said, man, you just got to give it some time. I mean, he a young dude and stuff or whatever. They praising him right now. I mean, they doing pretty good. Like I said,
they such a the enthusiasm, man. I ain't gonna lie to Luke Kane. I liked what Dan Quinn did by giving Cliff Kingsbury, the game ball and everything. I think that's contagious. I do like that. If you can rally behind your offensive coordinator, I think that's a good thing, though. They doing good things, but
right. And that's what I said, man. And I mean, that's what I said. My family, man, they Washington Redskins 100 down with the Skins, man, or back then the Skins. But like I said, man, I mean, once you get past that stuff, and like the other caller said, he got vanilla. He's only working with a certain amount of plays right now. But once they figure him out, he's just like Jalen Hurts. He gets a couple of reads and stuff like that, and then he's ready to run. Once you start switching up and making him have to see something that's not really there, and then stop him from running, we can see how he rolls. Because like I said, I mean, I followed him in college, man. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah, he's a
really good quarterback, like coming out of college. But like I said, man, once these teams start figuring how to do it, because he's still a rookie.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to keep that in mind. He's still a rookie, but like I said, he's doing good right now, but he's still a rookie. And as far as us, man, we're not grabbing no more players. I mean, I would love to have Cooper come back here, but Jerry ain't doing it. Jerry and Steven is not gonna bite the bullet and say that they was wrong.
Right. It got to be their ideal. If it's our ideal, it's not happening, right? But if it's their ideal, they got to come up with it first. So you know what? I'm going to stop talking about it. We shouldn't bring Amari Cooper back. You know what I'm saying? Because they always operate like that. The sun coming through the curtains. No, the sun coming into the Arlington Stadium, and people say, hey, put the curtains up. And I said, damn, why that person said that? Because Jerry will not do it now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yep, he's not going to do it. And I mean, and that's why I said, I mean, Jerry's not going to do it because he's not going to take the blame or whatever for and like they was always saying that Amari disappears and all of that other stuff or whatever. He's going to hold on to that.
Right.
But the other thing is, all of this stuff is like I said. I mean, Mike McCarthy got a lot to do with this because his plays is just so vanilla. He need to start doing other things. But the thing is, why he can't do other stuff is because I don't think he really trusts them other guys like that. Because he's seeing what's going on the field. CeeDee Lamb is the only one who's really doing something. I mean, and you see Turp come in, and Turp gets a couple of plays, and every time you bring him in, he gets a good play, or if he catches a touchdown, he do good, but he always stick with what he knows stuff because, for one, you got to realize we got a rookie. We got a rookie tackle that haven't did that on that side. And then we got a center. So he's not trying. If he get that killed out there, man, you can might as well say he can just pack his bags up now.
Oh, okay. Because of the situation, he's in the contract year.
Exactly. He's in that contract year, so he got to be careful what he's doing because they didn't pay Dak all that money, and if he mess up and get Dak hurt, he like, man, I can't put these little and like with the other guy with Flournoy. I like to see him out there, but he got to go with what he knows.
Oh, okay. Kind of like driving with a suspended license, and you had a few. And then the cops get behind you. So you end up going to speed limit, got the hands on the ones and twos. Yeah. That's how Mike McCarthy been driving this year, though. He got the cops behind him. Yeah.
That's what he's doing. He's playing conservative like that because he can't get Dak hurt, man. I'm telling you, if he get Dak hurt, man, he in trouble.
We
ain't got no running game. So he gotta try to work things out within what he's familiar with. So he got to stick with the guys that he's familiar with.
No doubt, man.
And as far as our defense, man, I think our defense, we're going to be all right. And once again, it's a learning curve. You got to remember, everybody was down on Mozzie. He was playing underweight underneath the other coach that was there. He was underweight. Now he back up to his weight, and then he's learning another new system. So this is the second time he's learning a whole new system.
Man.
So Mozzie's getting his weight up. So now he's learning a whole new system, and now he's playing back to what he was. Because I'm a huge Michigan fan.
Okay.
And it's like I seen with Mozzie when he was out there in Michigan. He's not that dude that's gonna go upfield and make tackles and the quarterback and stuff. He don't do that. When he was in Michigan, he didn't do that. Him and that other dude, Grant or whatever, that was there with him in Michigan, they always stopping the run. I mean, if you see the Michigan team or whatever, they always was real hard on stopping the run.
Outside of Aiden Hutchinson, man. Yeah. Chris Jenkins, they looking good. But, man, it's a good call from you, man. I thank you, man. Dwight, you put things in right perspectives in saying that this is why you don't have coaches on the last year of their contract on a prove-it situation, because either they can play tense or they can play loosely. And right now, Big Mike is playing like he's trying to hold back a fart. You know what I'm saying? And he don't want to let it out. So that's just what we're seeing right now. He's so tensed up, man. Just let it out. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in.
Right.
Yeah.
Good deal, Law. Appreciate what you do, man. Keep up the good work.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you. I think that was a terrible analogy, but you guys give it what I'm saying. He in the elevator right now, and he can't squeeze that one out because everybody be like, damn, dog, what you ate? So that's just how it goes from there, man, and that's exactly how he coaching his stuff. But to be 1,000 with you guys, these guys are not playing like that. They are playing loosely. They are happy. They got contracts, and this is what you're seeing is the culture is being shifted and changed to a degree, and that's what we're going to play this audio right here.
Thanks. What's up, Bells? A couple things we said last night, man. We said it's great when you count on others and they count on you. And that way, victory is produced by everybody, all right? And that's what tonight was, man. Fast, physical. We said anybody, anywhere, any motherfucking time, all right? So we did what we came to do, all right? So there'll be a number of game balls that will be issuing out, I'm sure, tomorrow. But there's one motherfucker that ain't leaving this city without one. Cliff!
So that energy don't exist here, ladies and gentlemen. Cause who Mike McCarthy gonna give the game ball to himself on offense? Himself? Hey man, I just want to say, with this particular team, this is what we're doing, X, Y, and Z, and I just want to give the game ball to myself. He can't give it to himself. The Jerry Jones and things, man, are taking all types of discount. They figured out the cheat code. There's no salary cap as it relates to coaching, right? So what they do is they said, okay, Big Mike, you going to be calling the offensive plays here. And by the way, we're not going to pay an offensive coordinator. We're paying you that money. They paying Mike McCarthy offensive coordinator money to be the head coach. And he definitely ain't going to give the game ball to my guy who got the 32nd ranked defense right now, Mike Zim, because these boys are still installing. These boys are still learning. Yeah, I'm like that energy. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? This is from Dre. And shout out to Arnold. He said that his wife, is she expecting, Arnold? If she expecting and she had a son or something like that, I think that you said, and I'm just reading while my guy was talking. Congratulations, man. Bringing new life. Arnold, the 49er guy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm giving him his flowers.
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living.
So what you got to do with that baby, don't disrespect that baby and that seed and put Eagles on it. Don't have her to do that now. Don't have her to put no Eagles gear on that. You know what I'm saying? Keep it sacred. At least with the Niners, y'all got 5 and the Cowboys got 5. But if you really, Arnold, about that life, man, put that silver and blue on that baby, because that's what that baby need to have in order to be very successful. Put some silver and blue on that baby. Come on with it. Come on with it. Don't put no Eagles green on that baby now. Don't do that, Arnold. Don't put that Eagles green on that baby. We got down to the last 2, man. I got Tim and I got No Clone Tyrone. Tim, man, you in the building, man, from the 469. What you got?
Hey, what's up, D-Lord? Yeah. Nothing but the best.
Yeah.
Go Cowboys.
Let's get it.
Silver and blue. Roll Tide.
Oh, yeah. Roll Tide, man. Ryan Williams, man. I said, good luck. That's what we really need. We need Ryan Williams. That's the Ryan we need.
I miss him.
Man, that boy right there, that Ryan, he's on his 7th day.
Yes, sir. He was the best. He was the best, man. He was the best.
Wait a minute.
I think,
he was the best. He's still alive, man. He's 17.
No, he is the best. He's the best.
Oh, he's
still
the best. Okay, yeah.
He's still the best. I was looking at in history, NFL history, no coach playing on a contract, no coach ever made it to the postseason on a contract. You know what I'm saying? Because the pressure they're on when you're on a contract, you're on a lot of pressure. So you won't have time. You won't have room to gamble with the plays, what plays you really want to do, and you try to be extra careful.
Yeah.
But that's why he hold back a lot. He don't dish it all in. Mm-hmm. That's what Coach Carpet does. He's always like, it's like he's hold back every game, and then he try to give you a little taste. Every now and then give you little special plays, or you be like, wow, that's a good play. But
right.
It's like, but he's like to hold back a lot. So he's looking at, okay, damn, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that. He think a lot, so he's not really doing the coaching like he want to do, but he just want to hold back because he's on the contract. So he's looking at, if I make too many mistakes,
right,
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
If I lose
you're playing
games,
tight, and then can't afford to have decimated injuries and things like that. And with playing for the Cowboys, you get extra, or coaching for the Cowboys, you get extra pressure. There's been reported that even Michael Parsons is down in the slumps right now because he's feeling as if though he let the nation down. But injuries is a part of the game. Injuries are part of the game, bro. You can't play scared.
I was looking at offensive linemen, and I realized we should have kept work out a deal with Tyron Smith. I think we should have picked Tyron Smith on a right side. If Tyron Smith was here, we should have put him on the right side and kept the 50 on the left side, and we still have the good guard and good good center. And
but you're paying north of $80 million guaranteed money to Terrence Steele. And Terrence Steele, for some strange reason, last season we gave him grace and mercy for the first few weeks or such of playing horrible, and he started playing back better. But this year, for the first few games, he's back to. He regressed to a sense, and he's back to playing not up to the levels that we want to see Terrence Steele at. So I don't know, but you paid a lot of money, bro, for Terrence Steele, and I think that's just the situation that we are at.
Man.
Yeah,
that's plus because I would like to see it. Because another thing, on the defense side, I wish we would have kept Armstrong, because Armstrong was a big part on that defense. Last year. So
Armstrong was a great rotational piece. I think that what happened is that with him, Fowler, Sam.
I like him to start more. He should have started more.
I don't see Armstrong as being as impactful as an every down starter. He was just great at rotation. And that's what we are seeing is that our depth is not the same as it was last season. It's good, man, when you go to Costco's and you get the samples and it tastes good, or you go to Sam's Club and it samples, it tastes good. But when it's the main entree, sometimes it don't taste as the same. So that's what we saw out of Fowler and Armstrong and all of those boys. But they're not world beaters over there in Washington, but it's a situation that they kept some of that rotation there. So that's just where we at. I think the Cowboys never got a chance to look into the aspect of losing Sam Williams and thinking that we would be the same. They should have, the moment Sam Williams went down, that they should have found a replacement then. They should have jumped on the phone and got a true starter that can fit right on in, but they decided to say, okay, we lost Sam, we can just insert Marshawn Neal there, who is a draft pick who's going through growing pains himself. So I think that's what's the ultimate problem, Tim, is the fact that we didn't have the sense of urgency to bring in people that can help us out.
Because Jerry Jones said the key word. He said, I like our guys.
Yeah.
I like our guys.
No doubt. In closing, man, what else you have, Tim, in closing?
You're not chasing nothing, man. And I thank you for helping me on. You know what I'm saying, D-Lord. I thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. You for letting me, say what's on my mind, man. Cause
I was kind of, you know, because I wish, man, I was like, damn, man, we should have kept Armstrong, get to the capital, man, because it's like he had a rotation. He was like you said, he was a good rotation, you know, defensive end, but at the same time he did a lot for the Cowboys. He did like
Tim.
I mean,
you right on the money. Where you at? You at your house, Tim?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, do me a huge favor, because I'm only saying this because I care about you, bro. You know what I'm about to say, yes, right? Sir. Change that smoke detector, man. Darius changed his out. I know you can change yours.
Yes, sir. I will. Yes, sir. I will.
Yeah, change that out, man. I had me looking around here like where that smoke noise coming from. So change it out, man. And
I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. And let me hear you say it too, bro.
How about them Cowboys?
Let's go. How about them Cowboys, Tim? Yes, indeed. That's my guy, man. He going to change out that smoke detector so I won't go crazy over here. Appreciate you, man. We can all sleep good at night knowing that if anything happened, you know, that we won't be hearing noise of, hey, or news of my guy Tim didn't happen, you know, and I don't want him to become like Chicken Man. But y'all know how all of that goes. And if you heard Chicken Man's story, don't have me to go back to it. I got No Clone Tyrone from the 202. You're live on the nation. Talk to me, baby.
What's going on, Law, man?
Not much, man. Not much, bro. Talk to me.
Hey, happy belated birthday to your daughter, man.
Oh, man, appreciate it, man. Yeah, she had a great time, man, last week.
That's
Yep.
What's up. I had a couple of things to say. One of our problems is we're not inserting Turpin into the offense. I feel like if Turpin was inserted into the offense, like even though like different routes, like not comeback routes, but like a stop and go route or post corner or something like that, with the mix up with some of them DBs because of his speed or whatever, that help out Lamb. I feel like if we was I know in a perfect world we would go get another, you know, number two, a true number two,
right,
another number one. Like in a perfect world, I feel like what's that guy name? He used to play for the Raiders.
Raiders. Adams.
Yeah, in a perfect world, we had Adams, Devontae Adams, and CD on the same. You know, that'll look sweet. That would look real sweet.
Yeah.
But I feel like we need to incorporate Cooks too. Like he's just sitting on the sideline, and he ain't injured. I mean, we can use him. You know, that veteran. You know, that veteran side.
Either he's terribly bad at what he do, and I'm talking about Dalvin Cook, Ryan Flo, all of those boys that we've been banging on the table saying, look, let's at least give them a try. Or it goes back to what my guy said about Mike McCarthy, not willing to put that out there in the event if anything happened bad to those guys, or to, let's say, a starter, and then now you don't have that element of surprise. That takes away what he's doing. So Mike McCarthy is operating very tensely. He's operating like he's on a temp job, and he don't get paid vacation time, and he got to do what he can do when he's out there coaching, and he don't have the longitude and latitude. So that's how he's coaching this thing.
It's crazy because I feel like Mike McCarthy, he kind of know that this is his last year, or it's like all it's going to take is one bad game that for Jerry to see that he's not doing his job or he's not incorporating, but he really don't have much to work with. Like if you was to incorporate another true number two with CD and put a one tack, a true one tack right there to stomp up that, like the New York Giants, they just lost to us, but they D-tackle. Like you can get on the phone and say something to they, because they D-tackle. Even though they lost the game, I was watching the tape and watching how he was, able to get off of double teams, and he was able to take on double teams, and he was able to sit there and get on the phone and say something. I mean, at this point, if we really want it, like if it's an all-in year, let's go all in.
Let's go. Well, that all-in thing was fabricated by Clarence Hill, but that's a whole other conversation, man. These boys are not all in. The only thing that they all in is on themselves. The Cowboys refuse to operate with sense of urgency because they comfort. They operate out of comfort. They look at it now that it's 2-2, even though it's against the Giants. A win is a win. So we'll see, man, if this offense can improve. We are the ranked last on defense right now, 32nd. So, man, all I can say is, Tyrone, is hopefully that these boys can find an opportunity to change some things around. But as far as that, we will see this coming up Sunday night of what the Cowboys done change around. On a primetime game, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Against the Steelers, that's a stingy defense.
Yeah, stingy defense, and we coming off of a mini bye. They coming off of a loss, and let's see how this all works, man. I appreciate you so much for calling in, bro.
Oh, no problem, man. How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys, man? Good call from him, man. He was the last caller of the hour, man. I appreciate y'all, man. We got like 8 other folks in there. I can't get to y'all. I can't get to y'all, but I appreciate y'all so much for calling in and being part of these type of episodes. Hey, now I can do some Q&As that's in the chat while I pull up the super chats. I appreciate y'all so much for your support, Cowboy Nation. The Cowboys, I feel as if, though, believe it or not, this is a must-win game this upcoming Sunday night. Far as morale, I need for us to win. I need for us to figure out ways to get back on top of things and stack good things on top of each other. If anything, we can say in this past game, who was like the person that can stack good things on top of each other? Remember what I said, trying to be 1% better each day. And that would be the Mozzie's of the world. Can he be 1% better than what he was last week? We would take that all the way to the bank. Can my guy Overshown be 1% better than what he was last week? I would put that into good graces. All right, so we had Zombie BBL Drizzy Cowboy with the super chat. I see us going 10-7 or 11-6. Rather get a fire towards the playoff game. So he talking about catching wind towards the playoff game. I want that too to happen for us. I figure if the Cowboys can muster out a rhythm going towards the latter end of the schedule, I would take that to the bank. Let me see if I can find and pull up the Cowboys schedule right quick. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to pull up the Cowboys schedule right quick. Bear with me. Ladies and gentlemen, I know a quicker way. I got one already saved in here. Bear with me. Cowboys schedule right here. Boom. If we can, all right, so we are literally heading into the Steelers game, right? Sunday night primetime game. Then we have the Lions. Then there's a bye. The 49ers game, that is going to be Arnold. If he's still in the building, that's going to be a difficult game. One can argue Steelers, Lions, 49ers, those are all really good games, man, really good teams, and there's no weak spots on that. Weak spots on those teams. For example, it doesn't get easier for us. We playing against the number 2 ranked defense in the National Football League by the name of the Steelers. Well, I got a consolation prize. The damn Detroit Lions, they are the 4th ranked defense in the National Football League. And we're going to have to figure out ways to be prepared and ready for that. Let me see where the 49ers are at. And these are based off of 4 games, so that's enough wiggle room. The Niners, they are the number 1 ranked offense in the National Football League, and they are the 3rd ranked defense. 3rd ranked defense, man. Defense in the National Football League. And let me pull up the Falcons and see where they are at. The Falcons are, let's go here. The Falcons are ranked 16th, but they have the 9th ranked offense. So now we got to deal with that. And the Eagles, you toss anything and everything out for what they do. They got the 20th ranked defense and the 14th ranked offense. And then from there, we got the Texans. The Texans are, let's say, they are the 8th ranked offense, but the 22nd ranked defense. So we got a lot of things that we got to uncover by the time we make it to Monday Night Football against the Texans, and then we have the Commanders, the Giants, then the Bengals. And by that time frame, the Bengals would be pretty much humming. I don't think that they will be having a slow start down the stretch. I would love to play the Bengals earlier than versus later, but that's a whole nother conversation. So the Cowboys, we got to play against our next 4 games, basically. Our next 4 games, we playing against top 5 defenses. Let me repeat, we playing against top 5 defenses in the next 4 or 5 games. So the Cowboys got to stand tall with this. And if we can pull this rabbit out of the hat, then there will be a miracle if we can go into these next 4 or 5 games above 500, right? So that's just where I'm looking at it. And the 49ers, man, for what it is worth, number one offense in the league right now. Pull it up so everybody can see it. So, y'all, 49ers, let's pull it up. Number one offense in the league right now. 3rd, and I'm not trying to overlook the Lions. The Lions, 4th ranked defense. And then we can talk about the Steelers. Hold on, let me pull this up one more time for those who just not tuning in on our way out. Yeah, Steelers, they are the 2nd ranked defense. If anybody knows anything, man, defense win championships, baby. And these boys got to be ready, locked, loaded, and rooted in. And they're going to have to. They're going to have to stand tall with it. So Jerry and John Stephen Jones, help us. We got some news from Stephen Jones. Let me see if I can pull this up. Yeah. Here we go right here. Appreciate all of y'all. Thank y'all for jumping in. Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones on 105.3 The Fan said it's probably heading into the direction when asked about DeMarcus Lawrence, the foot. He said that he's going into the direction of injury reserve. He said the defensive edge and linebacker Micah Parsons' ankle is more than likely week to week. Jones on the outlook or on looking at options outside of the building. I don't know at this time of the year that anyone will be willing to trade their best player. It's just a work in process or progress. We'll keep our lines out in communications open around the league. If something presents itself, then we'll certainly look at it. And then he states here, it's no secret to anyone that's in the league, we had 2 significant injuries in terms of Micah Parsons and D-Law. People who might have inklings to do something that I'm sure we will hear from them. But for the most part, no one is willing to mail anything in right now. Well, I have to tell you guys this. Before I read this, I'm going to read this Ice Cold Cowboy. Only the best here, Law. Mad props, Law. Keep the deal rolling. DC for life, Ice Cold Cowboy. I would tell you that that's why it's so important for you to do your homework before you get to this point. It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have the opportunity and not be prepared. When we tell you guys that, hey, there's rain in the forecast, and you have the opportunity to purchase the umbrella on the front end, don't wait for it to rain to then say, hey, let me go grab the umbrella and purchase one, or get my poncho or a jacket once it started to rain. Verily, verily, I say to all of you guys, we've been saying these things until I'm Cowboys blue in the face. When you don't operate out of urgency, now just because it's time for you to panic and move around quickly doesn't mean that others will start to say, yeah, it's time for us to panic. No, it don't work that way. That's why you got to foster those relationships. That's why you got to make sure that in those times that you already had that thing in place. No one will save you. It's the reason why the lion got the teeth and the gazelle don't. It's the reason why the zebra don't have the teeth and the lion does. The lion doesn't ask the zebra, may I have a piece of that ass? The lion just taketh, right? And the zebra, if it's at the wrong place and if it's at the wrong time, shame on the zebra. Natural selections is a real thing. So at the end of the day, now you're going to have to stand up, Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, and operate out of not comfort. Nobody's willing to save you. Nobody's willing to help you. Why, Law? Because you do. You brag about the things that you do. You move in a way where you talk too much and you talk too wise. Why, Law? Because way back in the day when the Herschel Walker thing happened, you talked too much. Way back in the day, just a few years ago, when you made the Amari Cooper trade, you talked too much. You said that you fleeced the Raiders. You said that when it's time to do the draft pick of that year, you're going to watch highlight tapes of Amari Cooper. So that's why teams don't really want to work with you guys, because y'all talk too much. Y'all fleece and y'all begin to brag about the things on how you hoes said thing. And now people can look back at those things and remember, por favor, of what you said. So, a lesson to the wise, and as old and as gray as your hair is, Stephen Jones, and as old and as gray as your hair is, Jerry Jones. Don't talk too wise. Don't talk too much. Keep those things to yourself. And maybe, just maybe, the wind will blow some favors to you. And those are the facts that's coming out of my mouth to y'all eardrums. Cowboy Nation, now we got to operate out of sense of urgency. And they should be saying to them other teams that's out of the playoffs, saying that, hey, if they are, because we're waiting on some more losses, right? If a team fool around and lose and they're out of the runnings. You got this good guy here, and we got these good pieces here. Can we work a deal? And we will keep it on the hush-hush. And we'll keep it on the down low, right? We won't be talking too bad about these type of things of what you need. You know, those are the things that you're going to have to do. But in departing, Cowboy Nation, are we able to win with what we got? Are we able to survive what we have? It's possible. It's just going to be harder. It's going to be more difficult. You see, a lot of times people ask, Law, we got all of the resources. We got all of the equipment. We got all of the tools here. And we got everything that we need already.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team. Right. They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow.
But can it factor in when you're on the line? Can it factor in when you need it in time? It's depending on where you pulling from. Yeah, it is. It's depending on where you're leaning on. You see, whenever you have re in front of a word, is pulling from the original source. And the thing is, when you say we got resources, well, what is the source? You see, that's where you need to pull from. The source is where the grand creator is at. He only allow us to have the resources if you really think about it. And as long as your source is great, everything can work its way out. A house that don't have its source corrected will get blown away real quickly. Meaning, what's the foundation? How deep can you go? How firm are you? Where are you rooted at? The Cowboys utilized and used a statement by saying that their slogan this year is rooted. Well, how deep does that root goes? Because when the heavy wind blows, or when the heavy torture of the rains, when it loosen up the things that you thought that you was rooted down in, are you still standing? Could a gust of wind blow you away? Could the temperatures and the heat and the heavy terrains of this world, when it pour upon your head, are you still rooted? If somebody come cut you down, can you regrow? Because you're rooted, right? Are you like that tree that's planted by the water? I shall not be moved, huh? Are you rooted in within the confines of the systems that you said, that you talked about? Well, guess what? When people say they want to be more like you, the creator, I want all of these things. Well, hey, now is the time, because the trials and tribulations is upon you, Cowboy Nation. And if you don't go out there and make something happen, boy, you'll be uprooted. You'll be tossed out, cast asunder, all of those things. So, Cowboy Nation, how rooted are you? And Cowboys, Mike McCarthy, you got a slogan that you are rooted and you are stuck down in between the ground. But this one thing right here, do the Cowboys Jerry Jones system and his philosophy, is he keeping you there or is he uprooting you there? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. And that is the situation, Mike McCarthy. So now, if you ask for those things and it's time for you to receive those things, let's see, can you withstand those things? Yeah, can you withstand those things, Mike McCarthy? Yes, indeed. Suited, zooted, and rooted. I see you, Daniel. But there's one thing I can tell you. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or plan to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold, the poverty, the famish, or the pain, or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim, and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, and everyone that's listening, even Arnold from the 49ers clan, you will get it, Cowboy Nation. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Come on. Come on with it, baby. One love. Shout out to y'all, man. Mama said there'll be days just like that. Jerry! You got to uproot that $27 to $28 million you got. You can't take that money to the grave. Come on, roll those credits for you, boy. I read somewhere where they called the people that put the money in the ground and said, we just gonna wait for next year, evil and wicked folks. But for those who gave their money to the exchangers, right? They got more and more blessings, more and more prosperous, more and more things. So Jerry, I think that's a parable about the talents. You can't hold them and keep them to yourself. You're going to have to share those things, yeah, and give it to the exchangers or something. Let's get it. Come on with it. Hey. Ho. Too legit. Lately I just wanna run it up. Come on with it. Shout out to you, Lisa. Shout out to you, Daz. He says if you pay Reddick, you can't afford Parsons. Well, that's not all the way true. That's not all the way true at all. You can always manipulate the salary cap. Come on. Come on with it. Shout out to Trey, Zombie, Conley, Pittman, J Diz, Ice Cold Cowboy. Come on with it. But that's okay, Daz. You know, me trying to explain trigonometry to my daughter that's in the 3rd grade, she won't understand that either. So just like you don't understand the salary cap, I'm not going to waste my time with you. But appreciate you for watching and tuning in to Nothing But the Best. Appreciate you, Halle, Darian, Bose. Oh my goodness, did y'all hear that breaking news that just happened? Oh my goodness. Oh, we got some more news. Oh my goodness.
We answered. I talked stuff. I thought we had it. But it goes to show you who's a better team. And I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles?
Just one more time, man. Great job y'all done did.
Let's go Birds fly, Eagles fly. Still Super
Oh
Bowl
my
champion.
goodness, man. Based off of all of the new crowds of Washington people that we have today, we got some more news as the screen turned back on.
When your team is getting demolished like that, I sit up here and swallow a lot of what I know. And a lot of what I know is what I'm starting to see right now. That's what this team is offering. You're not good when you get embarrassed like that. And why the hell do we have these benches with heat things for them in a damn stadium? It is the dumbest damn thing I've ever seen in my life. We took them to Dallas, they embarrassed us. That if we take those to another stadium, we have to be the laughingstock on the damn internet.
Now, so the cocaine's happening. When does that crack come into play for you?
So I'm getting my clips ready for all of the new Washington people, man, because now all of a sudden we get Washington people talking noise. It's been since 2000 and what 20 or something like that. But shout out to all of the Washington people, man. Iceberg Q says we're about to turn this around. You heard it here. Yeah. Somebody asked us, why are we talking over here? What, we supposed to fold up and lay down like they do? Come on, man. Come on with it. We gonna talk our noise, win, lose, or draw. That's the whole point of it. You can't have a podcast and don't talk. Come on with it. Hey. Oh. Come on. We're going to talk. Win, lose, or draw. And then we may lose. We're going to still talk. Yeah. Yep. Come on with it. Let them tune in. Give them something to talk about, baby. Yeah. Mama said there will be days just like this.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow, so I gave you everything I had. I gave you everything I had.
Play a tune, I follow. Come on, baby. Sounds of soft souls and hits and oldies. If you don't like Law Nation, hit. Get on up out of here. Hit that like, share this content. We up out. Salute. And another one.
You ain't lying. Let me crack your cranium. Fertilize your brain.
All at one. What we tell them? Don't let the street lights hit you. The street lights hit you. I love my guy Daz, man. He's fighting a good fight. He says now you have injuries and the Eagles are getting healthy. Well, I'm old enough to remember the Cowboys with Dak Prescott with a broken thumb coming off, put 40 up on those boys. And y'all said don't use that as an excuse before the game. And we still was able to win during the game. So, hey, we'll see. We had injuries every year. Come on with it.
So far, so far. If a baby grain can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
I ain't mad at you. All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, so I gave you everything I had. I gave you everything I had.
God sees in you what you don't see in yourself. And that's why he chose you to break generation cycles. And he about to open door for you that no man can shut. That no man can shut.
I love it. I love it.
You want them to be a witness for what he about.
Come on with it. A witness. Be a witness.
My God. You want them to be a witness for what he about to do. So keep faith.
Keep faith.
Keep faith. And don't worry about if God gonna do it. Because it's already done. It's already done. You are favored. Victory's upon you. I need y'all to receive this message. Big dog. Yeah, that's right.
Like, y'all got fucking Baker Mayfield out here looking like Tom fucking Brady, Joe Montana, every fucking, like, all right, we don't got A.J. Brown, we don't got Devontae Smith, we don't got Lane Johnson. That's cool, like, but one on the defense, you lucky I ain't gonna say your fucking name. You missed 114 fucking tackles today. The fuck is you doing? You've been tackling motherfuckers your whole life.
When you like this, Daddy.
Where you put my bag?
Daddy,
Put
I
that
like when you
scrambling
and scraping.
Put the fucking water boy in.
Killing me with this.
Miss all these tackles. You lucky I ain't gonna say your fucking name. You miss all them fucking tackles. Every fucking big play was made on this. Mr. Hey, dog, take him the fuck out the game. This nigga, man. Been tackling motherfuckers like now he can't tackle no fucking body. Fucking shit. Like, y'all got fucking Baker Mayfield out here looking like Tom fucking Brady, Joe Montana, every fucking, like, all right, We don't got A.J. Brown, we don't got Devontae Smith, we don't got Lane Johnson. That's cool, like. But one on the defense, you lucky I ain't gonna say your fucking name. You missed 114 tackles today. The fuck did you do? You've been tackling motherfuckers your whole life. Put that on the bench. Put the fucking water boy in. Miss all these tackles, man. You lucky I ain't gonna say your fucking name. You miss all them fucking tackles. Every fucking big play was made on this. Mr. Like, dog, take him the fuck out the game. This man been tackling motherfuckers like now he can't tackle no fucking body. Fucking shit.
Cry, Eagles, cry to the land of misery. Boy, that's triple platinum, man. Brought to you by Daz. Yes, indeed. Let's go, man. I think Gilly was talking to you.
Come out the closet and stop keeping a secret and let the world know if it had not been for the Lord that was on my side. I would have been
tackling motherfuckers your whole life.
I would have
put that on the bench. Put the water boy in. Miss all these tackles, man.
This is my last time. Let's get on up out of here, man.
And you hustle and you work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it.
Every big play was made on this.
Trying to take this from you. We live by this, we die by this.
Dog,
we don't
take him
we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning. I want to get mine out the mud. I want mine out the dirt. I don't want no handouts. I don't want no celebrity to co-sign me and somebody see me in the street and say, I remember when such and such put you
tackle
on.
no fucking body.
No. It may sound harsh, but I'm going to beat myself up so the world can't beat me up. Because the world is a cruel place. It can be a beautiful place if you allow it to be. Once your perspective changes, that's when miracles happen. What else I got to conquer so I can get to the next level? What else? There's always going to be giants at the gate. If it ain't rough, it ain't us. Let's go. Wow. So it ain't like, why me? It's like, why not me? Let's do it.